Hey, welcome to Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction here on the Games Tavern. It's good to see all of you today. I'm DM Reed, and we've got a great group of people here today. I think we're going to kick right into the action, but just real quick, if you have not watched us before, please give us a like and subscribe. Just hit that button just to follow us. Whatever it is, it's free. It helps support the show, and it tells everybody else that you kind of dig great content. And the dog just hit that at the right moment. Thank you, dog.
Oh, he's excited about it.
Oh, yeah. See? So, Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction, where we last left off. The party had made it into Tribor. After a long travel from Waterdeep over several weeks, they arrived, got themselves situated, got their horses and wagon posted up in one of the fields there, and then they made their way to the North Shield house, where they set themselves up for inn rooms, got themselves spiffied up, went out to start to doing something, and immediately was accosted by some douchebag nobles who were throwing their noble weight around. They proceeded to ride by and make fun of some of them. And Luciano decided he wanted to stand up to him. So the nobles turned around, along with their entourage of bodyguards, who turned around and isolated Luciano from the rest, proceeded to pummel him into the ground, effectively, unconscious, mostly unconscious. The rest of the party could not really do much without potentially getting a name for themselves as wanted people against nobles. However, they did do some sneaky stuff to their saddles, and one of them basically slipped off after they got on their horses to ride off, thus embarrassing themselves and not completely having it over on everyone. Not letting something like that just lie, the party went back to the North Shield house, bathed, cleaned themselves up, had a conversation, went back and forth on if they were going to go to Everwyvern House or not, went back and forth to decide if they were going to dress up as nobility or not, to pretend or do something else. And eventually Turja decided she would be, as the lone holdout, changed her mind, and everyone dressed up very fancy with their best clothing that they purchased from Silver Wells in Waterdeep. Ooh, I can't believe I remember that. Awesome. From there, they set forth, made a few purchases at the Lion's Rest, which is a Lion Shield Coster establishment, and made their way into the Everwyvern House. Cue music. From there, in the Everwyvern House, the mischief began. First, hearing some rumors of what's going on in the city, or in Waterdeep, from some old fogies sitting in the front porch that were nobles, of course. They made their way into the Everwyvern House, where drift globes were floating about with fancy lads and lasses sashaying between the nobility and engaging in conversation, while servers ran amok, providing 7-course meals at 15 gold pieces a plate. That's right, 15 gold pieces a plate. Draven Milavir, the proprietor, upon seeing Marchioness Laurel Poppyclover, aka Cimarine Undercover, was taken in by her glow of elven quality and otherworldly fey magic. Anna bumped into someone that recognized her from her past and appeared to be a noble. Breaking off quickly, not outing each other, they quickly separated and went their separate ways, with a promise of meeting up later that evening. The rest of the party getting in have amazing names, like Tobin, Philippe Buttersworth, it was Logar Strongname, and of course, Hona Wavesilver. Absolutely nothing to do with their real names, which I truly appreciate. And I'm going to be very confused trying to remember who is who. Real name, character name, fake character name. I've got to keep track of it all as a dungeon master. What fun. So.
We try to make your life as easy as possible, Reed.
Absolutely. So what just happened just before we got cut off last time is Luciano as Tobin then changed into a person named Chet in a Mater D's outfit and went up to the lectern to find out where the rooms of Chet Cragsmere and Roderick Emma Cathra were rooming, and I believe it was rooms 23 and 28. Seeing that, he got a sending message from Rafe, aka Philip Buttersworth, letting him know where the rooms were, which he then relayed to the rest of the party. Luciano is still standing in full disguise twice over in front of the lectern. Draven Milovier is now moving about trying to discover all the different things he can about the various nobles there and meet their ever-changing, evolving needs, because nobles are fickle and pains in the butt. But moving forward, the party has got its information. What happens next?
Oh gosh. There's so much going on.
Oh yeah. I want to slip back into normal man disguise at this point. I'm gonna at least attempt to.
How are you doing that at the lectern at the very front?
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to get away from the lectern.
You're gonna go back down the hallway where the other noble accosted you and asked for your services later?
I'm gonna attempt to navigate that, but the first thing I'm gonna do is make sure, because the last thing I remember is sending Felipe the information, saying, hey, I just want to like make sure, like get like a verbal like or like a physical like nod, just like, hey, you got it. Yeah. I'm just like looking like I think I sent it.
From right behind you as you're turned around, you hear the voice. Hey, you! I need you to hurry up and get in the area where the kitchen is and get the plates out to the table number 4. Hurry up! I haven't got all day.
Yes, sir. And I'm area where the kitchen is, and I'm just kind of like,
There's some doors not too far right behind the lectern.
Okay.
All right. That go in and out that are to the side of the hallway there, toward the front where the kitchen is.
I gotcha.
Follow the smell of the food, you fool.
Everywhere.
No, the delicious food that is cooking.
Okay.
There, that door.
Yes, boss.
There.
I got you.
Hurry up, I haven't got all day. Table needs its food.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna scurry away and just be like, wait, what table? He didn't say. Oh God, where am I taking the food? Okay, and I'm just gonna
say. You didn't get it.
Didn't hear it.
This should be entertaining. So you run into the kitchen. Okay. You guys see that happen. What are you doing now?
Turge is simply waiting for an opportunity to steal the key.
Okay.
Felipe is partaking of the feast in front of them.
Draven Miluvier is running around. Like, he is directing people. He is going and talking to folks left and right. Eventually, he gets back to your table about 4 minutes later. But we'll catch up to that in a minute, because meanwhile, in the kitchen, the sounds of pots and pans scurrying everywhere, desserts, plates being washed in the back, everything. That kitchen is so busy. And you hear chefs in the back actually yelling at people about testing, quality, everything else. You're not in Hell's Kitchen. You're in the Abyssal Kitchen. It's worse. And everything that could go wrong is being beaten out of the staff one way or another. So you're hearing this go on like, you donkey! Hurry up and get that plate out. Get the soup moving. I don't have time for this. Golly, these nobles don't ever have any time. Look, hurry up. And you here for the...
Yeah, I'm here for
table 7 or table 4?
Yep, table 4. Yep, that's what I sent for.
Okay, good. The 3 bowls right there, the soups. Get them out there.
Okay, table 4 is where? Oh, no, I got it. And I quickly pick him up and I run out of the...
Okay.
All
right, so just as that happens, and you boom, 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 through out the doors, hello, I'm checking on your table. Has everything been ecstatic? I know that you're on the second course. Are you ready for your third salad? Or would you prefer to switch out for the bread with jams and meats?
Logar takes a big puff on his stogie and just like kind of dragon's breath, lets it come out of his nose, says, we've had a bit too much of the salad. How about we move on to something a little more substantial, my good man? I'm going to pat him on the shoulder. And also, if you could send around the boy with these cigars again.
Absolutely. I will send the cigar man around. As soon as I find him, he shall be here for you. Your every need will be attended to, as we espouse to do here in Wyvern House. Is there anything else? I see you need to be topped up on drinks.
I am doing my best just to be as bored as possible. Like, I couldn't possibly be lower to speak to this man as he's working. Like, he should just know to fill our drinks. And just look over at Logar. He doesn't even know how to fill our drinks.
If words not spoken could pierce a heart, ma'am, you have done so. I shall endeavor to make sure your glasses are never below a sip, and that they shall be refilled momentarily. Most gracious forgiveness. I shall return. You! Come here! I get her drinks at the table. Never goes below. If they sip, they refill. Every time. I don't care how much the booze costs. You get it in there. You have a tray with 6 cocktails. You refill it every time. Sergio, you just missed your opportunity. He was standing right there.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far, Reed.
Meanwhile, someone is walking around with soups on a tray.
Yeah. Frantically, just like looking for anybody that looks hungry, trying to figure out where the soup is supposed to go.
I go over. I will kneel, go over to Philippe Buttersworth, and I whisper in his ear, "Tell Luciano to run into the Major D."
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna
Philippe,
get
did you hear this?
Rob, are you there? Okay, just checking.
I'm genuinely not sure what I would say in this scenario.
Oh, let the chaos begin.
Come on, Rob, please.
All right. I'm afraid that this butter is not clarified enough. Can you send it back to the kitchen for us, please, sir?
What?
And
are you saying that to Luciano?
yes,
The other guys look.
yeah, I'm saying it to Luciano.
I'm just like, what?
Wait, what?
And then in Luciano's head, he'll hear, "I conveyed the information to Tertia. You can respond to this message if you like."
Okay. What? My brain is just like a million miles a minute. I'm looking at soup. Rafe is speaking in my ear. I'm just like, what is happening? I don't know. I'm gonna quickly. I will, however, try to find the the Major D. I'm gonna try to find him. And be like, I got the soups. Where are the soups? So I'm looking for the boss man.
You feel a firm grasp on your shoulder, and you're spun around slowly enough not to drop it everywhere. And go, why have you not put the soups there at table 4? Hurry up! I'm like spinning around. Where?
I
And you
cast
see sitting
Mage
at a
Hand.
table, Chet and Roderick,
Oh,
And-
never mind.
and one of Chet's servants.
Quick little nose blast into the soup. What do you think of?
Or is it a servant? It's a third person. It might not be a servant.
Okay. Real quick, I'm like, okay, and I run over to the table and I. You said it's Chet and Roderick and a third person.
And a third person.
I am going to stumble my way over and accidentally trip, as gracefully as I can pretend, and spill soup on the nobles.
Okay, so I need you to make a performance check.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh no!
Please don't roll a 1. Please don't roll a 1.
Just
Let's
how
see.
bad is this gonna be?
Oh, I'm a performer at heart. Are you kidding
Oh,
me?
you better.
27,
With a nat
baby.
19.
27?
I'm a
It is the
pickpocket at
most
heart, and I rolled double
spectacular-
natural ones.
Like you do this thing where you're like dodging one of the fancy lads who's prancing about and trying to get between some people, and you're like, whoa, 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 ah! And things go everywhere. He hits the table, splashes out, and the nobles go, ah, 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 oh,
thing where it's-
hot, oh, hot, and they're
I grab like a towel and I'm just like like
it's
not
just
doing
poured right
anything,
off
not
the table,
cleaning.
right onto their laps, and
Oh
this
no!
is so hot, and they are jumping up. Who? I want someone fired now. This is
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Inconceivable!
Oh, it was a complete accident. I don't know what happened. I know what thing was
a
happening. The ball was in
firm
the air.
hand grabs your shoulder. I don't care what the situation is. You are fired. Get out.
While the Mater D's firing Luciano / Toby.
That's not
I
the
cast-
Mary. That is Draven Milovir.
This is Draven.
Oh, the owner.
Yes.
Yeah, well, while the owner's firing Tobin, I cast Mage Hands and
Mm.
go for the key.
You're going for the key. Now the
He's a
hand
little
is invisible,
distracted
the
right
key
now.
is not.
I put it in Tobin's pocket.
I'm gonna be full on No, I need this job. You can't. I'm so sorry. I'll wash dishes. I'll do the. Oh, and I'm just
27
like
is
grabbing
I
at
don't
him.
care! Get out!
No, you can't.
Get out! And the nobles send up. I will have everything laundered immediately. Please, not charge. Please, there better not be any charge, you chump. You people got extremely hot soup all over our nice clothing.
So I get to roll for my
crotch is on
pickpocketing?
fire. And they stand up. We're going to our rooms to change. You shall have the laundry done immediately. Ugh! And they scamper off. And you actually see some other people kind of go
Carlos
Start
full
laughing.
peanut gallery eating.
over the firm
croutons.
hand that has a hold of you is immediately like shoving you toward the door.
Do I get to
I
get
need
to
you
roll
to
for my
make
pickpocketing?
a sleight of hand check, Anna.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
Is
see.
Lucy assisting?
24.
cannot.
Haha.
I'm just doing my best to
24? Hold
Yeah.
on
Make
a
it-
second. What are we up against here? Let's see what we're up against. If they can detect it or not. Okay. You feel the keys inside his breast pocket. It slides out, and it's immediately pressed into your belt. And Luciano, you feel it immediately.
Oh, okay. Okay, I understand. Like immediately, as soon as I feel it, I like my tone changes. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gone. All right.
I don't even remember hiring you.
Thanks for the
Get
job opportunity. Can I call you
now?
for
And he actually kicks you a little bit as you go.
And I'm out the door. I'm running out the door as fast as I can.
Okay. Okay. You clean this table. Hurry up. I don't care if you're sashaying about. You're going to help clean this table. I need it back immediately. Take the pillows that were soaked in the soup and put them in the back and get them laundered. I will just use my magic on it in a moment. But hurry up. I need this done. And as they grab the pillows and get everything out of there, he's immediately like ding, ding, ding. He's got a little wand. He's literally prestidigitating the area as clean as he can, as quickly as he can. Oh my goodness, he really did a big number on this one. Oh, I will come back here. And he immediately goes up the stairs where the nobles were to handle business.
Awesome. So Garlo is loving having a dinner and a show. It's been wonderful.
All right. And now, Rafe, what are you doing?
Having observed the chaos going on and knowing that Terja is likely to have made her move given the chaos going on, I'm going to stand up and look around for an employee and say, excuse me, where are the men's room?
The men's room is down the hall to the left of this, or to the right of the stairs, to the left of that door to the kitchen, all the way to the back and to the left for the men.
Thank you.
No,
And I'm going to
please,
begin making my way
Thank you. Thank you for being
down that hallway very slowly.
Okay. You saunter down the hallway.
And I assume that there's not just a bathroom down this hall, correct?
There's a few other rooms down that hall. The doors behind it, you don't know. There is one that says office. However, it does appear to be locked. The hall is long because the kitchen's on one side in particular. And then there's a room all the way down toward a door all the way down toward the right. That's this office. And then there's a T intersection. And then the left intersection goes to a men's area, or a gentle nobles area. And the right side goes to a lady nobles area, along with a sitting room. That's what we do here. We have sitting rooms, so nobles can sit.
And any obvious exits that are not locked?
There are windows. There are some side doors, but you don't know if they go out of the building or if they go to another area of the building.
I'll just tap a couple of those on my way down, and on the way back down the hallway, I'll see if the doors are still open.
The doors are still open?
Right. So on the way down the hallway, unlatch the unlocked doors.
Okay.
And then go to the gentle noble's room. And then come back from there and see which doors are still open.
Aha. Okay. You spend how much time in the gentle noble's room?
Oh, like a couple minutes.
Couple minutes, shake off, wash the hands, put on a little of the perfume there that they've got for it. Okay. As you pop back out, all the doors that you unlocked appear to be remaining unlocked.
Okay. Then I will take a moment to look in those doors as they are now open mysteriously.
The one at the very end of the T intersection goes to another long hallway that at the very end has another door with a window that obviously looks outside. And there are rooms to the left and right. It looks like it's a ground floor rooms area. On the other way back, coming back toward the dining area, there are the office door is now unlocked. There are a couple other rooms that look to be like storage closets for minor stuff, and it looks like they're underneath the stairway that goes upstairs. I mean, there's like cleaning supplies, nothing major in those. The office, you open it up, there's definitely an office in there.
Okay.
It's not big, but it is an office.
I'm gonna take a moment to look through the office. I assume most of the office is secured.
I mean, you step inside, do you leave the door open or do you close it behind you?
I guess I would close that one behind me.
Okay. You close that in. Can I get some stealth music, please? Appropriate for this. As you get into the office, you notice there is a desk. There is a table to the one side. The desk has some papers on it and some various different things. A ceiling, some sealing wax and a wax stamp. There is a window, however, it is curtained and the sheer curtains are in, so there's plenty of light. There are a couple drift globes. The drawers are all closed. That's what you see on a quick cursory look. Do you want to dig into anything? What do you want to do here?
Take a look, see if any of those drawers are unsecured.
How do you want to do that?
With my complete lack of proper tools for this. Hang on a second. I don't think I have anything for this. Nope, I don't have the gear for this.
Make an investigation check.
So, yes. A 3.
You planning on trying to pull any of those drawers?
No, just checking to see if they are latched or not.
They are latched.
Okay.
But if you're pulling on them to find that out, it's very important that I know.
No. So the first thing you learn as a tinker is never pull on things you don't know what they do. What Rafe would be looking for is there's almost always a gap between the top of the drawer and the desk itself where you can see whether or not a drawer is latched.
Every drawer is latched. In addition to that, the cabinets above the desk are also latched. There is some finery around, but not a lot of major finery. On the one wall, there is a map of the Great North area that includes, Waterdeep and some areas to the south, down to Daggerford and a little bit further south, and all the way up to Icewind Dale, all the way west, and then some past Silvery Moon and stuff like that. And there's some file folders that are out, but they're not really thick. A lot of invoices back and forth, some ledgers. Not a lot you can get a hold of that's like, no one's going to pay for a ledger, really.
You never know. If it has all of his suppliers, someone might pay for that. But that wouldn't occur to Rafe. I'm going to say that I have decided that this room has nothing of value to me, and I will make my way back to the door and say, well, interesting office. Shame that everything was secured. And as soon as I'm back out in the hall,
I need you to make a stealth check to get back into the hall without screwing the pooch.
sure. How does an 8 do?
You exit the hall, and then boom, the door slams behind you. You're in the hall, and then suddenly there's a slamming door, and there's a couple people that look down the hall, and they're looking right at you, going, "What just happened?"
I'm not sure. I was walking past this doorway, and it slammed.
And they say, and go right back to work.
And get paid enough to investigate.
There's a door slam. He's on this side of it. Oh well.
The drift globes have begun to flicker brighter as the sun starts to set a little bit in the early lunch phase. But it's coming. It's now like about 3:00, 4:00 in the afternoon. You guys are it's like 4:00, almost 5:00 in the afternoon. You are all now sitting around the table, except for Philippe and except for Tobin, who is now outside holding the key that you need to get inside. This is getting more and more interesting by the minute. So, what is your next plan of action?
I can tell you mine. Mine is to find an alley, change back into Tobin, and head back in.
There are next to no alleys in this tiny
We'll just find anywhere.
There are some areas where the trees are kind of shady, and there's some walls you could duck behind. And you can easily find a spot to do that because there's not a lot of people out as far as you would go to change out. So now you're like, a block away behind a wall. One moment you were a waiter who got fired. The next moment you are who?
Tobin. My flowing glow, what's it called? Glamour robes, just calling behind me.
Okay.
Yeah. Looking very sophisticated.
What would you describe your glamoured bardic rock style to be? Is this rock 80s style hairband with horns?
No. When I switch into this, because my normally messy hair, I just pull shit all back. Very much slick, straight back. Obviously had a disguise on in whatever style I can have. So in this case, around my horns, it's kind of hard. I'm just going for a headband, anything that I can keep it on and still look in style. But the top is like it's one of my favorites. I've always loved it, like the little half robe, where it's like the little, it's like almost like a monk frock, like the thing in the front. I love that style, and then the bottom is just fanciful, very fanciful flowing robe. And
what colors?
I believe it was the original color was green. I believe I'd have to go back and watch the episode. Yeah,
we can make it green.
Hell yeah.
Green works, yeah. Setting back, you are slicked back and ready to rock and roll. Are you walking back in?
Oh, absolutely. I'm walking back in with purpose. I am giving like the most snooty attitude. If somebody tries to stop me, I will just immediately walk past them.
I'm sorry. You're not supposed to be get in front of me.
Okay. I guess.
Who are you with, sir?
I'm with the party over here. This fine group dining. I'm just a little bit late. I'm
He
sorry.
turns around.
The and I just keep walking. Well, as soon as he turns his head, I just.
These nobles are swell. The two old fogies who were reading stuff last week that you remember. Like, oh, they still got it.
Martinez, hello. And I, very like jubilant. Ah,
Oh, but of course, darling. Please sit down. Please.
Thank you.
Some guy comes over and starts putting drinks down right away.
Took long enough.
Shaking while they're putting more stuff into. Turge's glass just got sipped from. Turge just gets some more put in there.
Garlo has
Madam
been
Wave
playing.
Silva, please have more cocktails on me.
Garlo has
Is
been
there-
playing a game with the wine pourer of just like watching him and then like and like every now and again he'll fake him
He's
out.
standing there, and you're like, and as you do that, you put it down, and he pours, right? And then you do it, he puts it down, he pours, and then you do it, you put it down, but then you move it to see if he's gonna pour in the wrong spot. Is that what we're talking about right now?
Yeah, and then
He
a couple
almost
times I
He goes,
don't actually take a sip. I just
"Ah."
leave it. I bring it up to my lips and put it down to see if he notices, and then
Overpours.
overpour, see if he doesn't.
No, I think you're causing them to almost have a stroke.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Well, I'm sorry I'm late, but I've stumbled upon something rather interesting. A treasure of sorts. I don't know where the best place to reveal. I don't know that public is the best place, but I keep it close to me, and I kind of pad my pocket just to like show. I'm looking at Turja. Just
I give him a significant glance and sort of like hold out my hand under the table and nudge him with it.
At that moment, you hear a door slam down the hallway. What was that?
Maybe we should go
I'll be
look at
I
it. I
hit
don't know.
Luciano with my hand under
And
the
Philippe
table.
Buttersworth comes out. I don't know what it was.
Who is this that came out?
Philippe Buttersworth. Rafe.
Oh. Okay, gotcha. Oh.
Who's this guy?
See, this game of names with names is going to be so fun.
Great.
We should have all worn masks too.
We do our best to give you the best time possible, Reed.
You guys have succeeded beyond
When
my
the door
wildest dreams.
slams and everybody's like turning, I'm gonna quickly like try to get the key out of my pocket and under the table pass it to Turja. Whoa.
Okay.
Have Chet and or Roderick returned yet?
Not yet. Not yet. So the key has been passed to Turja,
Yeah.
He has been
aka
passed.
Pono Wave
Indeed.
Silver. Okay. What's
All
the
yours,
plan?
Pona. So is service been this crazy all night? I heard on my way in there was an incident. Some waiter spilled soup everywhere. This place is really going downhill.
Can you believe it? I've heard wonderful things about this and kind of just give a disdainful look at the help. I've had better elsewhere.
Just
Lady,
as
the
that
bulk of a
happens,
true noble is graciousness. Just because the waitress suffers substandard doesn't mean you need to embarrass them by pointing it out.
hello. I couldn't help but hear that your service has been anything but the standard 5-star
God.
service that we expect here at Ever Wyvern House. I will get you new staff immediately, except for him because he's pouring wine like a boss right now.
Yeah,
Hey,
I very much enjoy this lad. He stays.
He stays. Absolutely, we will make him stay for you. This is not a problem. Now, very, very truthfully, we will get you new staff. No problem. Thank you so much for coming today. Now, I must please accept my most sincere apologies, but your 5th course is due. It is a fish. It is a lovely sea bass. It is crusted with a lemon crust tonight, and we will have a lovely white gravy to add to the garlic mashed potatoes that comes with this particular course. Don't worry, leave plenty of room. You have 2 more courses after this. I am excited to bring you this dish. It is a favorite that we picked up from Maztica and have added a little Neverwinter fusion to it to add it that crust to it. Beautiful time. Enjoy. I will have it out here in 2 minutes along with the new stuff. Is this acceptable?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Marchioness. I shall be gone. I will talk to you soon later. And away he goes. And along with that, he snaps his fingers, and the staff, except for the wine guy, immediately follow. And then you see 3 or 4 more staff members come out with trays to bring them to each of you. No one reaches over someone else. It's done in this particular order. It's very mannered. Along with new bread. And then also a tray full of the same cocktails that all of you are drinking. And not only wine guy, but 2 other people who are just standing there, napkin over arm, waiting to figure out what they got to grab next to pour into a thing for you guys. As that completes, now dressed in slightly less fancy clothing, but fancy nonetheless, a little less flowy, a little less bouffant, Chet and Roderick, and the 3rd gentleman. I'm glad that we all have extra clothing, as we should. But I look forward to hunting this evening out west with the wolves. I've heard they're getting bigger and bigger this time of year, and they've even raided some caravans, unfortunately. But it's about time we took care of some things and had some nice carpets made for our fireplaces, huh? Yes, indubitably they should. Yes, I can't wait. And then they go sit down at their newly cleaned, prestidigitated table area. Back to my 3rd course, please. I had soups. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I shall bring them right away. I will bring them personally for you. And he darts back into the room. I need 3 soups. Hurry the hell up. What are you doing now?
I get up and I head upstairs.
You get up and you go upstairs.
Yes.
You need anything before you go? And I look to Rafe.
I mutter to Rafe, send me a message if they start to come upstairs.
Well,
My dear Wave Silver, I believe you've forgotten your bag.
Oh, of course. Thank you so much for reminding me. And I take my bag with me.
Which bag?
Well,
I don't know. What bag do I have, Logar?
Rafe's bag of holding if you're going to do any heisting.
Oh.
Unless you
Hey,
got
be
big
a
old
darling
pockets.
and pass me my bag, won't you? And I sort of give him a significant look.
he only has 1 bag, so it's the bag.
So kind of you to hold it, not Rafe. Felipe.
It is a nice, very colorful, magical bag.
Yeah.
As he passes it to me, I cast a minor illusion, so it looks like a lady's bag and not a bag of holding.
That's a cantrip, right?
Yes.
I need you to make a sleight of hand check to see if you do this so no one notices.
9.
Okay. You cast the spell. Thank you.
Phew.
I didn't say anything.
So I'm gonna turn to lean forward a little bit in my chair and well, first I'll tell the wine guy. I'm a little bit tired of this red. We're having fish. Why don't you find me a nice white?
Elven white?
You know
Never
what?
went to
What kind of
white?
white is there?
You know what, Terry? I appreciate you. You've been doing a good job. I don't know if your name's Terry. I'm going to call you Terry.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
going to let you pick, and that's going to determine whether or not you stay the rest of the night.
Yes, sir. And he puts the red down and immediately darts off.
Okay, I'm going to lean into the table, the rest of it, and be like, all right, so what exactly is our plan here with our guests who have returned? Are we wanting to invite them to our table to talk and maybe spill something else on them? Or Do we want to accompany them into the woods? When they come back, does Roderick? I believe he's the one who had the horn of blasting. Is it still on his hip?
Oh, absolutely, it is. Along
it
with
is on his hip?
everything else that he had
All
in
their
terms
stuff.
of just equipment. I mean, the only thing that's changed is his fancy clothes are a little less fancy. They're more like it's like the difference between a royal tartan and a hunting tartan.
Mm-hmm. I was curious if they brought
his
their
clothing
equipment
color
to
has shifted
supper.
a little bit and it's a little more sturdy, but probably costs more than like most commoners make in 3 years.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, that's my question I posed to the others. Are we? What are we thinking?
Want to bring him over? I could get him over.
Well, I'm just curious. Like, what are we thinking? What do we want to do next?
Well, I mean,
Carlo eats more.
Yeah.
we could get them drunk. Although they're well on their way already, I think.
I'm a little behind. I could go with that.
Sure. Let's invite them over, share some drinks, and make sure that they're drinking the really hard stuff.
Okay, so Garla will stand up then from the table and tell the two wait staff that had their arm things, the towels and everything.
They immediately look.
The Martinez would like to extend her table a bit further. See if you can't grab 3 more chairs. Toot sweet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And the one puts his cocktails down and he immediately goes to grab chairs. Would you like them at the end here at this area, or would you like them where?
As far away from the Marchioness as you can make them, without, not being at the table.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. And he goes to grab tables. Anna, are you getting up?
I am getting up and heading up the stairs.
All right. So you head up the stairs. All right.
I look around like I'm orienting myself to where my room is. Do I see anyone?
In the hallway?
In the hallway, yes.
We've managed to get up the stairs. You get to the top of the stairs and you don't see anyone in the hallway.
Perfect. So if no one's paying attention to me, I cast Disguise Self.
Okay.
And I give myself dark skin, like medium brown, and then black hair and brown eyes. I stay the same height and basically same physical type. But
so you're tan. You're very tan.
Very tan.
And you have brown eyes. And what color hair?
Black hair.
Black hair. Okay. Which is different from your hair now, correct?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
And then I make sure my clothes look like servants' clothes, essentially. Like black coarse wool gown and maybe like an apron and just very... I'm somebody's servant.
You look like the staff.
I look like the staff.
Like the maid outfit you were wearing earlier. You just kept it.
No,
Hey!
not like the maid outfit I was wearing earlier, but similar.
Okay.
Smart ass.
You find rooms 223 and 228 on the second floor.
Indeed, I do. I go to room 223 first, and I walk myself in with the master key.
You're in a large, sumptuous room.
Anyone in here?
Furs decorate all of the furniture. I mean, not only is there furniture, there's extra furs thrown on it. There's a large fireplace, slightly running, magically, with green flames, I might add. And it keeps the room a perfect temperature at all times. It raises and lowers. You've seen such things before in nobles' homes. The bed, large, 4-post, in a separate chambered suite. This room has its own area. There are dressers, cabinets, desks, writing surfaces, and then the room's walls are decorated with ridiculous mirrors and/or portraits and other silliness that are just as awesome. It's basically like someone said, "I want you to spray this room with ostentatious, and then I want you to make it look stupider, and I want you to mix it all together and just throw it all over the place." And that's what they did for this room.
Let's see. Where are Chet's bags?
There is a large armoire, and there are some dresser drawers. You're welcome to take a look around through them.
I go for the dresser drawers first.
Okay. As you flip through the dresser drawers, I need you to go ahead and make an investigation check for the whole room. This will be what you get.
Steal all his left sock.
Investigation. Come on, dice. Woohoo! 21.
Nice.
21. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. With a 21, you managed to find all of his fancy clothes. They're in there, right? Along with a large coin purse that he had hidden away, a couple keys to what you don't know, but they were hidden underneath the clothing. And what looks to be some sealing wax and a signet ring, an additional one, for a seal, but it is not for the Cragsmere house. It is for a different. You've seen it, but you can't remember which one it is off the top of your head.
Well, I grabbed the coin purse and the keys and the signet ring.
I will say that all of that clothing is worth a small fortune.
In that case, I was going to destroy. I was thinking initially that I would maybe destroy it, but yeah, I have
Probably
a bag of holding.
fit Luciano or Philippe potentially fairly easily.
I throw it all in the bag of holding. Why not?
So
So
I'm
you just
here.
open up and
Into
start
it.
stuffing.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. Where are you putting the keys and the signet ring and the coin purse?
I put it all in the bag of holding.
You dump it all in. Okay.
Yep.
Good to go. The armoire has his bags. There are several. They are enchanted bags of holding,
Ooh.
but not like bags like what Rob's carrying or Rafe's carrying. It's more like luggage you're carrying.
Okay.
Same capacity, just bigger mouth. So you can put bigger things in them or stuff in faster or take it out. Probably quite a few clothing sets, because a noble always has to be prepared wherever they go to find the clothing for the occasion that they're in. In addition to that, there's a few long coats hanging in the armoire, and what appears to be a crossbow, some silvered crossbolts, and a silvered dagger that is decorative.
I cut the string on the crossbow with my dagger just to screw with them, and I stick the dagger in my
Leave the
bag of
crossbow
holding.
there. Got it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Let's see.
You're sending a message.
I am. So I go in the pockets of the coats. What do I find in the pockets of the coats? Anything?
You find nothing except for a few handkerchiefs, very fine silk handkerchiefs.
Well, anything Chet might have blown his nose into isn't worth taking. Let's see. Is there any way to just quickly go into a bag of holding and say, are there gold coins in here? If so, put them in my hand.
No, that
Yeah,
would be a
that's what I thought.
haversack, handy haversack, or a handy anything. Unfortunately, this is a holding item. You do know enough to know that you should not stuff other bags of holding into this bag of holding, or something very, very, very bad will happen.
Yeah, I would probably try and leave it as a prank if I thought I wouldn't get caught in it myself, but I did know that would happen, so I don't do that. Let's see. You said there's...
But you could
dress in
dump
the
them
armor.
out into your bag of holding.
You can just upend them.
I take the first one and I upend it into my bag of holding, and let's see how much stuff we have in the bag of holding after that.
Oh, it just dumps right in.
Okay. I take the others and I dump them in.
Okay. So you managed to halfway fill your bag of holding. Into
Okay. And then I short sheet the bed.
Yay.
Short sheet the bed. Short sheeted it is. In the process of short sheeting the bed, you find a book.
Ooh.
Not just any book, but a diary/ledger that was hidden between the mattress and the box spring.
I absolutely take that.
It is a Cragsmore family book documenting accounts and some other items in Waterdeep. Along with
Well, I'm not going to read it now. I'm just
along
sticking
with
it
the
in the bag of
codes
holding.
too. Oh, but you flip this open enough. You got a 21. I'm going to give you this.
Okay,
You're not
okay,
just
okay.
grabbing the book and going, oh yeah. You actually like what is this thing? Is this worth keeping or not? And it has several accounts that are listed along with the code names that are needed to unlock the accounts. So you can go in and withdraw money, but you need to know the code to do so.
Well, we absolutely want to take that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I think I've gotten enough out of Chet's bags for now to make my trip worthwhile. So I leave the room, and I still look like a servant. So presumably, actually no, I take some towels before I leave the room, and I fold them up, and I'm carrying them.
Okay.
So that I look like I was doing some errand in Chet's room.
Okay.
And then
Well
I
done,
head
well done.
over to Roderick's room.
As you open up the door, there is an older noble stepping out of his room and a giggling girl. This woman is obviously a companion for hire, who spent some time with him. Oh, delightful. I can't wait to introduce you to the gentleman I just met downstairs for a little extra fun later. So let's go have some wine, shall we? Yes, let's do that. You're so smart. He's not. And down the hallway they go, ignoring you completely.
Perfect.
It's like civil disacknowledgement. They just eyes straight as they walk right by you. They don't look at the help. And you continue down the hallway towards room 28.
Indeed, I do.
The room opens. Wow. It is almost a carbon copy of the other room, except on the opposite side of the hallway. This room in particular faces the front of the building, and it has a walkout balcony. That's the only difference. Still lovely bathrooms, armoires, dresser drawers, so on and so on.
So I immediately investigate the dressers.
Again, mountains of clothing. I need you to make an investigation check.
10. Not as much fun
10.
this time.
Just find a bunch of clothing.
Well, I throw the clothing in I assume it's valuable clothing.
It looks valuable.
I throw it in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I short sheet the bed again.
Okay. And it short sheets beautifully.
I believe it. Let's see. And then the armoire.
The armoire is locked.
Can I kick it?
You can certainly try.
15 to open.
15 to open. The lock does, it's a simple lock. You open it right up. They open up. And within, you see a number of beautiful cloaks. Other items as well. Fur-lined in some cases. There's a couple map cases, strangely enough.
I definitely stuff those in the bag of holding.
There is a longsword stuffed away in there. And there is a large bag of holding, luggage of holding, if you will.
Well, I take the longsword and the map cases. Does it look... Can I tell, by hefting the other guy's luggage of holding, whether it'll fit in our bag of holding? I mean, I don't think so. I think it's all just...
I will tell you, you again remember, if you put that bag of holding inside a bag of holding...
No, I don't mean that. I mean, if I bag of holding A,
Save that for later.
Go for it. Dump it in. See what happens.
Dump it in. I dump it in.
The entire contents now have filled your bag of holding. It is... You could fit maybe a few more small items in, but nothing else.
Okay.
There was a coin purse. You heard it jingle on the way in.
When it pops out, I grab it and I stuff it in my pocket.
Okay.
Yeah.
How big a coin purse you talking here? Like a sack or?
Yeah. Well, how much gold does it feel like there's in here?
It's heavy.
Okay. I stuff it in my pocket because I want that ready to hand in case we needed to pay the bill.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What are some fun pranks I can do in his room? I don't want to do anything too obvious.
Well, every room has its own bathroom. And there is a unlimited amount of pranks you can pull off in somebody's bathroom.
I go into the bathroom and is there a bar of soap handy?
There are a few. Scents galore.
I soap the
Imported from
toilet seat, the
Waterdeep,
privy
Neverwinter,
seat.
Silvery Moon, and places unknown.
Yeah. I soap the privy seat.
Okay, with liquid soap? All right. Yeah. All right.
Sounds great to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not as good at this pranking thing as a rogue should be. I need to come up with this. And I don't want to get the staff in serious trouble.
short
So
scene.
I will
was the
say that
best.
Guideboat has a great idea about leaving lipstick on the sheet, pretending to be a note from an angry mystic. I think that the chat should come up with a number of different things that you are now forced to perform, and I highly encourage them to do so. Anyway, where were we?
yeah, that sounds like a plan. So, is there any parchment and a pen around here?
There are some parchment sheets, an ink quill, some wax sealing kits. There is no signet kit here, though.
Aw.
But you do have a signet ring from someone else.
I'm trying to think. Can
as
I?
well as your own signet ring.
I do have my own signet ring, but I don't want to leave my real name here. What are you, crazy?
I didn't say anything.
Anyway, Ooh. No.
Blame a noble girl you don't like in red lipstick all over his bed.
Ooh. Okay. So I leave a note from Kona Wavesilver, blaming the Roderick for leaving me bereft and at a party.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I use the codes that I got from the thing in Chet's room to leave a note implying that I'm going to steal Chet's money.
And you're putting that in Roderick's room.
Yep. I'm not leaving the codes in Roderick's room. I'm not leaving my copy of the codes in Roderick's room. I'm making a copy of the codes and leaving evidence that Roderick is stealing Chet's money.
That Roderick is stealing Chet's money.
Yes.
So Roderick is going to find a note on his bed that Pona Wavesilver is going to steal Chet's money.
No. There's going to be evidence in Roderick's room that Roderick stole Chet's money. And
So if Chet comes up to see.
So how are you going to leave that evidence? Like what exactly does that look like?
I'm going to leave the codes on a piece of parchment. I'm going to write them out and leave them on a piece of parchment.
In his room.
And I'm going to tuck them in his luggage.
His empty luggage.
Yes.
Okay. Beautifully done. Okay. With that, you hear what sounds like footsteps coming down the hall with your highly tuned ears. While she's doing that, but wait,
Sorry.
we're coming back to the rest of the party. What's everybody else doing? You have no idea what Turge is doing because there's no communication back and forth up to this point. So
I'll look to Philippe and say, would you like to invite our guests, or shall I?
Logar, you're so good at it. You're so good with the people. Please.
I am. It's something I do, and I pull my straps because I got the nice little suspenders on, and I go up to Chet and Roderick's table.
yes.
Apologies, good sirs, but the Martinez has extended an invitation to join her at her table. If you can manage to keep your soup this time.
Pray tell, what business would we have with the Marchioness?
You didn't hear it from me, lads, but she finds y'all quite fascinating.
They look at each other and they're like, they look at the third person there, and the third person says, gentlemen, if you need to attend.
Oh,
I
please,
understand.
you are more than
I'm
welcome
just-
to join us as well.
He looks at the nobles as if like he is concerned whether or not he should accept the invitation or not. Of course, we'll sit with the Marchioness. Let us finish our course here, and then we'll join her shortly.
If you think it prudent. I'll just turn and walk away with a big,
And
like
they-
basically I'm like a train
you know,
walking
they-
away.
They immediately start just shoveling stuff into their mouth, and they're like, "Why would There's potential business opportunities. Our fathers would be so proud if we bring in something from otherworldly opportunities. There's money to be made here. Are you sure? Absolutely. Then let us do it. Yes. Oh, we're going to be so rich. And they immediately sit up, stand up, and walk over. Pleased to meet you, Marchioness. And they bow extra deep and come back up. May we take these chairs?
You can sit in those chairs.
Absolutely, thank you.
As long as you promise to keep the food on the table.
Tieflings, are they so lovely? Oh,
Tell me more about how lovely I am. Oh, this is a great conversation.
well, that clothing is actually fanciful.
Only the best.
Ah.
Silverwells.
Yes, Silverwells. I would never be caught dead there. Anyway, so, what can we do for all of you today? I would love to hear more about what your interests are, Marchioness.
So for a moment, it's going to kick off into, well, I do find the color blue rather interesting these days. And then, I remember what we're doing here for a second. And as far as gems go and clothing.
Indeed.
Drift.
Quite. Yeah.
I have
The robes are quite lovely.
new robes in the shop right now. I'm coming hopefully next week.
Yes, blue is a lovely color, especially, I'm sure, on you as well, Marchioness. Do you import or export specifically blue objects? Is that your
Yes.
business? Oh,
It's funny you should mention this because that's exactly what I do. It's almost as if you read my mind. It's quite impressive.
well, we're all
amazed,
about
actually.
opportunities to import and export further. New opportunities from other locations, yes.
I really wish I knew the Devil Wore Prada blue speech right now, off the top of my head. I don't. For those who get it, they get it though.
I turn to Chet or Roderick, whoever's sitting kind of closer to me, and just lean over and say, a little helpful advice. The Marchioness prefers that her company is able to hold drink before they're discussing a business. Sort of lubrication of the conversation.
Absolutely. I shall order. May I? Would you indulge me, Marchioness?
By all means.
Thank you. I'd like elven silver wine for everyone. With the fruity stuff that you put in it. The fruity stuff that is not from here. The exotic fruity stuff. Bring it all in. Bring it in. Okay. And the wine guy looks at you like, me too?
You're good, Terry.
Just stay here.
You stay there. You're doing great. I flick him
The
a
other two
gold
guys are
coin.
looking around. Okay. And they immediately bolt for the kitchen. Now, they'll be back shortly. This fruity wine is a flavorful wine, but it packs a little punch on the back end. I think you'll like it considerably. If you do like your drink a little punch up a notch, I think this elven silver wine will be good. And then what we'll do is we'll chase it with dwarven hard ale. How's that sound?
Light, just a whole bunch of joy hits my face all at the same time, but trying to keep the facade together, right?
Okay. So what I need you to do is make a deception check.
Absolutely.
And
Not
what we're
a
going to
problem.
find out is what you're up against here.
Ooh, damn! She's all bit.
They don't seem to catch on that they've hit a hot button for you. If they've caught on, you haven't spotted it. I'll put it that way. So as that happens, suddenly these guys show up with trays and bottles, and they put glasses down and they pour fresh elven silver wine. And hey, I need dwarven spirits, and not just anything. I want Olvir's own from Waterdeep. Bring it in. That stuff is dwarven ale of the gods itself. Bring it here, and don't be stingy with it. And they look at each other like, that's the most expensive ale we've got in the whole place. That's hard spirits that Elvira's owned. Bring it, Samuel. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And they bolt off. Wine guy looks at you. Me too.
You're good, Terry.
Oh, I pour some more out for you right there.
Terry's my ride or die now. I love Terry.
And immediately following that, you guys are sipping on this elvish wine. It is like it's a great wine. It's a fantastic wine. And they put this fruity stuff in it that just adds to it. It's bubbly too. And you know, it's a taste treat. And then you feel the heat as it hits. And it's hitting good.
Easy.
Real good. But as it washes over you in a pulse, and then it starts to get warmer and warmer, the coolness of the drink also hits at the beginning, which with every sip, it's like a refreshment, and then I'm slowly getting blitzed, and then refreshment, and then I'm slowly getting blitzed. I need everyone to make a constitution check.
Oof. I'm getting blitzed.
17.
17.
Okay. Rafe, you're about half tight. Luciano, you're slurring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Strangely, at the same time, the other, you can tell, Marchioness, that the nobles sitting in front of you are feeling the effects as well. Not quite Luciano slurred, but they're feeling pretty dang happy. So, Blue, tell me more about Blue. And then the Dwarven Ale gets, or the Dwarven Hard Spirits get there. And they're pouring tumblers with just a small piece of ice for each one.
Perfect.
I say, actually, the Martinez is actually quite fascinated with you. We're all, forgive us for listening in, but y'all were talking about hunting wolves this evening. Could you tell us more about that?
You think
Sounds
y'all are
very
up for that?
Oh, well,
I just start cackling.
wolf hunting. Yes, yes. Excuse me. Oh, it's Dwarven Spirits. Oh, am I right? Yes. Well, yes.
I'm going to lean back to Terry and say, all right, Terry, same game we were playing with the wine. You do them with the Dwarven Spirits.
Same game.
He smiles a little bit and he goes, yes, sir. Absolutely pleasure to do that, sir. As they drop their tumblers, more gets poured in. They don't even notice, really. Okay. Yes, wolves. Yes. Well, there's been a lot of sightings of large wolves to the west of here. There's been entire caravans attacked by packs of them, supposedly. So it's us, getting new rugs for our, estates, as well as, culling the threat to the local population. Our good deed of the week that's actually there to make us look good, but also makes our houses nicer too.
And a couple blokes like you think you're up to hunting wolves.
Yes, we brought down quite a few last year. Although they're not quite as large as these, supposedly, but that's the challenge, isn't it?
I raise my glass, say, to the good hunt and to the hunters.
Aye.
Just to get them to drink more.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
tip back
Yes,
a little
the
bit,
hunt-
but I don't drink.
They're shooting it, like just to you, and except that yours hits the ground, and it's not refilled right away, but theirs are.
Can I shoot mine as well?
Oh, you absolutely can.
Yes.
Oh, I'm going for it.
I need everyone that's drinking to make a Constitution save one more time.
Neener.
Slightly better.
Mercy, Jesus.
Oh shit.
Luciano, you are now about unconscious almost. You're slurred beyond comprehension. That's how you're talking right now. Marchinas is half tight. Rafe
Did not drink.
did not drink. Okay, and
Garlo is miming.
they
so
seem
he
to be
brings
just
it up.
fine. If anything, they're getting a second wind. So now you are toe-to-toe, half tight with these guys. Rafe is feeling okay. He's half tight, but he's okay. Oh, wait, did you roll a 17, Rafe?
No.
Oh, okay. And there you are. Everyone's now about even. Right at that time, I want to wave Silver, or Turja, you pop out of that room upstairs. Bag completely full.
Mm-hmm.
Still only weighs 15 pounds, though.
Bag of holding's a girl's best friend.
Yeah, short-sheeted bed. What else you want?
Well, is there anyone in the hallway?
There is not.
I head back downstairs with the towels, and I head into the gentle lady's room with them.
Okay.
Like I'm running an errand.
Okay.
And then, is anyone in the gentle lady's room besides myself?
The noblewoman's privy and sitting room?
Yes.
There are, but they're in stalls.
Perfect. I kind of removed the disguise self spell as I place the towels on the counter.
Okay. And just as you do that, a stall opens up. Mm-hmm. Ah, I love the perfumed sitting area for my sitting. Anyway, oh, hello.
Are you?
Oh, towels. Lovely.
They were just dropped off.
Well, washes her hands, wipes her hands on the towel, and then throws it on the floor. For later. And then poof, bumps out the door.
Now that no one's watching me, I head back out the door as myself and head back to the table.
All right. At the table, you see Luciano is like,
Ah!
and then the 3 chairs are now filled with people who are leaning forward as close as they can, considering that they're at the other end of the table from the Marchioness, listening to her every word about blue things, and trying to make heads or tails of what the hell it is that they can get out of this conversation. Meanwhile, Garlo, aka Logar Strongname, pinky out, cigar in hand, is smirking away as these guys are obviously kind of wavering a little bit. And Rafe, aka Philippe Buttersworth, in his fanciest high priest robes, is just sitting there taking it all in. So I would be most curious about opportunities for our houses to facilitate commerce together, trade, if you will. What areas do you trade in currently?
Oh, well. And then I start speaking Sylvan. Complete gibberish.
And they're looking at you like, no, it's kind of like Elvish, but not quite. I'm sorry, Marchioness. My greatest apologies, but I am not fluent in the language in which you are speaking.
I start speaking it slower and louder.
The one starts to say something in Dwarvish. Do you speak Dwarvish, Marchioness?
I do.
I don't.
I do.
Okay. For those of you who do, it's like, does this sound intelligible to you? Do you understand what I'm saying in this language? The other one looks over at you in Elvish and speaks kind of similar statement, like, do you understand the fluency of Elvish, perhaps? We could converse in this language if you would appreciate it. The other one's like, starts speaking Orcish.
I very belligerently. She couldn't be any more clearer. Come on.
I'm going to respond in Orcish. The Marchioness would never lower herself to speak this language.
Yes, of course. Shot in the dark. There. Of course. Marchioness, we would be ever so grateful for another meeting with you, perhaps when you have more time. Consider this dinner an entire gift of us if we could have just one more meeting and an opportunity to increase our commerce ability, perhaps into the future.
I'm going to play up the fact that I have to think about it, right? Well, I don't know. I suppose I can stick around for one more meeting.
How does tomorrow at high sun sound to you?
I look at my entourage. Do we have anything going on?
You do have that meeting with Lord Drakewood next week, tomorrow morning, my lady.
Oh, Drakewood, of course. How could I possibly forget?
Drakewood.
How, would it possibly, Martinez, we don't like to rush our mornings that early. Perhaps maybe 2 or 3 hours past high sun.
I'm sure Lord Drakewood would understand if we can squeeze both in. For you, you've been just a delight.
Lord Drakewood. Is that Lord Drakewood of Neverwinter? The Oakhurst Drakewoods? Is that the Drakewood of the south?
Of course, we wouldn't want to
Lord
be
Drakewood
rude
of
company and
Baldur's Gate.
talk out of her. Never mind.
Oh, no. I was just curious if it was one of the Drakewood families we knew. We could pass along some good word for you, perhaps. Perhaps? Make a insight check.
All of us?
Whoever wants to try it.
I'm
try
very
it.
insightful right now.
Yeah. It makes sense. I'm kind of the most sober here.
No insight for Turja.
Yeah.
Oh god, Garlo's gonna have to herd all these people
Every
back to
one
the
of you
hotel.
believe that they're there to help you, except for Garlo, who realizes these guys are fishing for information so bad it's not funny. Amazing insight for a beast of stocky gnome.
Yeah.
That common
have-
sense is a superpower for Garlo right now.
a long-standing and good relationship with Lord Drakewood, although we certainly appreciate your desire to assist the Marchioness.
Absolutely. Anything that would be of assistance, we believe, would be looked at, of course, to be of potential value long term. Consider it an investment.
The round would be a great
in the
investment.
relationship. Absolutely. Your entire meal, it's on us. House Amacathra and Cragsmere, and we'll take care of it. Yes. Oh, you are sitting here. I did not aware that you were all friends. Yes. Yes, the meal is on us this evening. Our treat. Absolutely. We cannot think of a better thing to do. We will see you tomorrow in our fanciest clothing, with our fanciest meal tomorrow. Yes, I will insist upon making it the fanciest for you. Whatever you require. Yes, thank you. Sod off now. Yes, I will go sod off now. And he goes right back into the way, because I can only do so many voices at once. At that point, your meal is now put on their bill.
Delightful. I'm going to move on to the color of green. And
they're now more confused than ever. Like, we were at blue. Okay, so she's talking about green now. Okay, green. Green is good. I like green. Green is a great color. What can we do with green?
While they're busy chatting, I lean over and whisper in the Marchioness's ear, "We really need to get out of here before they go upstairs."
Lady Wavesilver, why didn't you tell me sooner? I apologize. I hate to dine and dash. Unfortunately, pressing matters. And I'm going to shoot you a glare, how dare you?
I look anxious, like I've angered my liege
Please,
lady.
you haven't had the 7th course yet. It is the dessert. It is absolutely spectacular.
Which makes our departing that much more of an upset.
Bittersweet.
And immediately push away. Meal is
Garlo
lovely.
stands.
Thank you. A few hours after high sun. Look very much forward to it.
Yes, definitely looking very forward to it. Yes. Oh,
As I stand, I will walk over to where Terry is standing. I will hand Terry 3 gold pieces and say, "You have been most excellent to us this evening, Terry."
please don't leave me here.
Terry's a goat.
I will also approach Terry and say, Terry, my lad, come here for a moment. And I bring him over to I'm going to whisper to him, like I'm going to give him a compliment or something. But I'm going to say, Terry, I'm going to give you 5 gold pieces. These twats are going to keep asking questions because you've been serving us all night.
Right.
Now, this 5 gold is for you to tell them what any kind of wackadoo shit you can come up with. And keep those drinks pouring. You get me, lad?
Absolutely do, sir.
Good man, Terry.
Don't leave me here. Perhaps you could
Fair.
come back tomorrow.
Perhaps.
Yes. Are you hiring? Yeah, we talk.
You're looking
Anyway,
for work?
I shall do it. Thank you, sir. He carefully puts it into slides it into a coin purse
Terry.
underneath the vest.
Guys, can we
If-
kidnap Terry?
Terry, if you ever find yourself in Waterdeep, look up whiskey. West Mercantile Diversified.
Whiskey,
Tell
West Mercantile Diversified.
Look up.
Yes.
no. West Mercantile Diversified.
Get a whiskey and then look us up.
Yes, and then look up West Mercantile Diversified. Tell them that you were sent by Lord Drakewood's associates. He'll understand, and that we recommend that he hire you for discreet service.
Right. Duly noted. I shall endeavor to do that tomorrow, sir.
Guys, I really
decision.
want to kidnap Terry. Can we
I
just,
Wait
like,
for it.
Not
Throw him
in
in the
front
back
of
of the wagon.
everyone.
I get up. I like kind of like tap him on the
You
back.
are
like, "Good
plowed
job,
out of your
Terry."
mind. There is nothing
Terry,
comprehensive.
nice
about
job.
Terry, come here!
it. Please, sir, please. A bit much even for here.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Hey,
Yes,
lads,
I would
see you
hate to have
tomorrow.
others talk poorly of you.
And I'm going to put my arm around Luciano Tobin. We should find you somewhere to lie down before you fall down.
Yes.
Love the
Oh,
place.
gentlemen, please. And he starts pouring the drinks. Perhaps you have a lot to discuss, says, and he starts to discuss that, as he immediately like body blocks the rest of that space so you guys can get out of the table and leave. He immediately says, "Gentlefolk, perhaps discretion for planning time is important right now. You should be going over your business. I shall give you a moment's respite, but here is a bottle of the Olvier's own, and I've already topped off your glasses. Please continue on. I will be here just to pour your glasses. Anything said, of course, will never reach my ears." And he stands there stoically as you guys file out of the
One quick
Wyvern
note.
House. Yes.
Before I leave, I make sure to quietly drop the key in about the place where Tobin spilled soup all over the nobles and got thrown out by the owner.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you're going to go over to that table?
I'm going to gently steer our group in the direction of that region so that I can drop the key in a place where the owner would plausibly have dropped it.
We've got a bunch of
okay.
lushes. We're going to do some swerves.
Okay.
I'm
And-
swerving.
And as you swerve your line of people out, the sun has gone down and darkness is setting in. Are you heading back to North Shield?
Probably, I imagine.
I think taking a little bit of a longer route around just so some of us can sober up a little bit before we get back to the hotel.
Okay.
Cool-
So are you guys going to
cool
go through
night
like
air.
down the center part of town and then work
Yeah.
your way back around?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. Go to Main Street and then come back up.
All right. And with that, we're going to take a short break. And when we come back, we'll find out what happens next. Hey, welcome back to Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction. We just left off with the party leaving the Everwyvern house, where they just basically robbed two nobles completely blind that were total jerks to them earlier, and stiffing them with the bill of the sumptuous feast that they just ate. But before we get started,
And
I
dumb
think
soup.
we have some announcements.
Remember,
Here we go.
everybody, if you have Amazon Prime, you also get a free Prime gaming subscription. So please show your support to the show, cast and crew, and go ahead and hit that link in chat. Prime gaming subscribers get access to sub-only emotes and to a special subscriber-only channel on the TGT Discord, so it is totally worth it. Rob?
Do you like cards? I love cards. And you can get cards right now. Follow the link in chat to get your Games Tavern card packs from Streamloots. These cards can be utilized to help out the cast with things like inspiration, which the cast very much appreciates.
Very much.
And
Love you forever.
And it can also, unfortunately, as I am contractually obligated to tell you, also be used to help out our DM.
Who's
if you are
currently
so
got
inclined.
who's currently got some stuff from that? Like, who's got some inspiration and stuff? I think somebody already gave some away.
I've got it.
Garlo's got a
D4.
D4. Okay. So everybody else burned them like crazy, I think, last
Oh,
last
yeah,
week.
use them.
Yeah.
Well, when
Use
they
'em
don't
up.
use them, you complain.
No one complain. Keep using them. So all
And,
right, cool.
Even the cards that aren't useful, some of them have very cute art of doggies. So please go ahead and participate
True.
with our Streamloots. Mike?
Even the ones that aren't useful can be torn apart and used to build other cards for crafting.
Oh,
So
you can craft.
crafting side of this. Yeah. There's some cool crafting stuff. So you can build other cards that you want. And I
Well,
think
on
we're
top-
only a few cards away from getting some new ones added. So when people play or buy up the cards, we add more. So there's more cool fun stuff to do.
More reasons to get them.
Mhm.
Also, a humongous thank you to Shard Tabletop. They are the place to play your 5th edition games. You can access rules, adventures, and other supplements, and it also provides helpful digital tools like character builders, and digital character sheets, as well as all sorts of other tools for your gaming use. We think so highly of it that it is the official virtual tabletop of the Games Tavern. Now, we made this even better for you. You can use the link in chat and use promo code TGTShard20 to get 20% off all your subscriptions. So make sure you go to that link, use TGTShard20. It is easy to use. I am able to understand what's going on, which is a new experience for me when I play D&D.
Was that 20%?
20.
TGT Shard 20.
Yeah, if
TGT
you're looking
Shard
for a
20.
Christmas gift, give somebody Shard.
Oh yeah. If you do that, everyone wins when your GM has
Everybody wins.
Shard Tabletop. Let me tell you. All right. And what else we got? Anything else? Anything? No? All
That
right.
brings us
let's
to the show.
let's bring us to the show. And with that, we're going to end early tonight. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No!
All right. No,
What
no. Back to the play. Here we go. All right. So heading out, you guys have stepped out. You've passed the Pleasing Platter, which is right across the orchard there. You're standing at the intersection of the small roads that go to Everwyvern House, the road that would go forward to the North Shield House, or you can go east and leave town. You can go west and go into the central part of town. Where do you think you're heading?
I believe, I think west, go to the center of town, then kind of loop back around just for a little bit of sobering. Try to
Oh, yeah.
get people waking up a little bit because
Get me walking
some of
on
us
two
are pretty
legs.
well sauced.
Okay. Well, you have done pretty well for yourself. Luciano is plowed.
Mhm.
Philippe and Marchioness, going back to Rafe and Cimarine, are half tight. Logar, I think you're half tight, and Anna is stone cold sober, or Turja is stone cold sober. As you get to the intersection, you hit a point where the road is not very, very busy. Making a left, there's nobody really looking. It's dark out. There's not a lot of lanterns. You could theoretically change your appearance again if you wished it. However, you are wearing all these clothes, and people are going to see where you're going once you get into the center of town. What do you wish to do?
Phone booths, where are they?
No.
I think. So I'll look to the others. Say, just, do we want to make ourselves scarce and then head back to the inn, or what are we thinking? Want to change into something, or did anyone else bring clothes?
When you say change, I immediately just poof. I just
When he
look
says
yeah.
bring clothes, I snicker, but don't say anything.
So I just I randomly in my drunken state change my appearance using my head of disguise. Just I'll change.
Okay.
And I'm sure it's just a mishmash of nonsense.
Philippe, do you do the same with your high priest robes? Or are your high priest robes glamored? I can't remember. Rafe?
They are the glamored ones, and
Okay.
they are currently max fancy, but still in the colors of God.
Max fancy.
Uh-oh.
Max fancy.
Max fancy. Okay. All right. Cool. Go ahead.
Well, I think we should. Well, I really think we should probably just go on home.
I mean, that's a
We're not gonna stay
technique.
here. We're not gonna stay here long, anyways. What do we
Mhm.
care?
Mhm.
We'd probably
Simplest
head out
is
in the morning.
sometimes best.
Garlo's gonna mess up his hair, because it's all slicked back, and take his suspenders and just kind of wrap it around his waist, and then pretty much like an after wedding sort of thing. So like the shirt's unbuttoned, the like stuff. It's just like carrying it over his shoulder. It's like,
Watch out, bridesmaids.
I move to put my flower crown on Tertia's head, because as if that's enough of a difference between the two of us.
Okay. Okay.
we'll make our way back to our.
Are
How's
we
everything
far
else,
enough? Are we far enough away that they can't really see us at this point?
I'm good.
I mean, no one can really see you from where you're at. I will move the party on the map so you guys know, generally speaking, where I'm having you at right now. You guys have shifted up to this intersection and then started to move west. Right about here, you were able to change appearance should you wish it without too many people seeing you. You have the house blocking your view completely from the Everwyvern house. Nobody's really on the road right now anywhere else. Although you do hear in the distance, people are out. It's evening. There's some laughter here and there, but it's a country town. So unless you're in the nobles area or near one of the inns or one of the caravan areas, it's not a lot of noise on the side roads. Although you do hear, the occasional as you walk by some of the fenced areas, by some of these farmettes in the area. Chickens in the little hen houses in the area there as they are messing around. The cicadas are very loud right about now. The warm summer breeze is flowing. The moon is just peeking up. It hasn't really gotten into the sky yet, but it is dark. As that happens, lantern lights are being set out in front of houses. A couple of them have some magical drift globe kind of things or evergreen flames kind of things. But it is a country area. So moving further in, you get past the hold on a second, the Wainwright's wagons to the south of you, which is that large building that's like double piece there. And then to the north is the lion's share, which is the market shop that you had gone into earlier. The tower to the front, right about here, T1 on your map, is got a few of the different currently on shift militia. And a armored lady steps out with slightly more ostentatious stuff, but not too fancy, with the Tribor crest on, and the militia appear to be deferential to her. That is the Lord Protector, and Dorothra Shindrel, who appears to be stepping out and just taking a look around and stretching a little bit from her duties.
As we are moving through,
Just as wolves howl in the distance.
So you're moving through that area. Rafe's robes will shift to a dark blue.
Okay. And it's like rippling effortlessly. It just and it changes.
So cool.
Yeah. So from there, you are now in the heart of the city. There are a few market stalls in the area, but they've closed up their stuff for the night. There are people that are obviously sleeping within the tents where the market stalls are. So it's a various like row of wagons and in some cases just tents with wagons behind, and everything's covered up and tied down. In some cases it's completely removed and they're bare tables. Probably put in some kind of portable vault on the back of their wagon or what have you, whatever it is.
As we walk,
Till night.
I turn to Rafe in my drunken stupor. I'm just like, Rafe, do you see what I did? I got him good. Oh my god, they look like idiots.
Yes, you did get them good. In fact, we should probably get you somewhere good so that you can enjoy the rest of the evening.
Oh, I'm good. I've enjoyed the evening. That was highlight of my month, year. I don't know. Oh, it felt so good. I want to do it again.
So the field across the way to the west of where you're positioned now, I believe it's marked T3 on the map. There's a large building on the other side of it that there appears to be some kind of revelry going on. There's loud singing and frolicking. And then you see other people kind of just laughing as they're taking a stroll through the city as well. And that is what it is. So what do you wish to do now?
Go to the party, of course.
I see Sim just like bouncing, just like, all right, how about we get changed into proper reveling clothes, and then we can go enjoy the night.
Promise?
I look at the others. Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay. I start walking much faster.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So are you heading back to the North Shield House?
Yeah, so go basically a nice big circle around the tower here, and then the North Road. Just...
Okay.
Before we split, before that happens, I pull Rafe aside and I say, Rafe, here's your backpack. Don't lose it. And I wink at him.
Thank you.
And I want to find Esfel. So I say, I actually have an errand I need to take care of. I'll meet you back at the inn.
With that
Okay.
Okay.
You want to change or anything? Because we just...
That's what magic is for.
What's your rooming situation, guys? Who's in what rooms together? Because there's 3 rooms, but there's 5 of you.
How many beds in each room?
2.
2 in each room? Oh.
And it has a bath, right?
Each room has its own bath and changing area.
I take one with Cimarine.
Yay! Girls'
Okay.
night.
All right.
Fellas, we just want to split up. Does anyone want their own room?
Not
I'll see you in the morning, fellas.
But I
I
think
close the door in our room.
Does all right. Yeah, solved.
That badger's gonna have so much room. He's gonna have his own bed.
Yeah, he gets both pets.
Badger's probably gonna still crash mine.
So everybody but Turja is heading back to the North Shield House?
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody but Turja heads to the North Shield House. You all get to your rooms. The rooms are, of course, locked except for your entry. Each of your rooms is well appointed. Each room also has a dormer window sticking out that if you opened it, you probably got about a good 3 feet before you'd go off the roof. So you could open the window, step out on the roof or whatever, or someone else could. More importantly, what you've seen is people have, smoked and dumped their ash on the roof from the dormer window. It's rained here a few times, but you can still see marks where ashes have hit the the roof there. There is. Can I get the inn music playing, please? I think we got it going now. So from here, you guys come in, and the inn actually has its own, music playing and a bit of a light revel itself. There are people. The inn is packed. It's got quite a few people in it, including people who aren't staying there. They're just there and enjoying the tavern side of it. It looks like it's going to be a full house tonight. So, you guys enjoying? You going right up to your rooms?
Yeah. You
Right,
change.
so you go up to your rooms and begin changing. Turgia, where are you going?
Where am I most likely to find Esfel tonight?
You have no idea.
Oh, well then I guess I
None.
go back to the what was it called? The Evermore?
For Wyvern.
Well,
Everwyvern.
you saw her leave in a wagon with her aunt.
Even a wagon, damn it. But she
Remember?
promised to find me later.
She did.
Ah. So how is that gonna work?
I don't know.
Um,
What's your plan?
I guess my plan is to. Well, I guess I'm following the rest of the party then, because that's no fun if I can't find Esfel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you make your way back alone, you make it just fine. You come in, and the party is not on the ground floor yet. You open the door as Cimarine is what? In the middle of a bath,
Oh dear.
building a pillow fort. What is Cimarine doing in her room?
We'll say bath. Like,
Okay.
thoroughly enjoying the bathing experience.
Okay.
There's
and the
soaps,
water
there's
is warm.
soaps.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. And pretty sure that there's some extra soaps that Turgeon may have accidentally stolen from the Everwyvern house that may have made it
Well,
out.
they're
to
in
you.
Rafe's bag.
They are. So what's the next plan?
Are you gonna hang out with us instead?
I say, well, I had hoped to find somebody I knew in town, but I realized upon reflection that I had no way to find her. So yes, we're going to hang out with you instead.
Well, it seems like a real shame that you don't know where your other friend is. Maybe they can join us if we find them.
If we find them, maybe we'll see what happens.
Were you close?
That's a complicated question.
Oh, I got time.
Scrubbing.
We knew each other well once, but drifted apart over time. It was a surprise to see her.
Oh, that happens sometimes.
Does that ever happen to you?
Yeah, a bit. Maybe not quite like you described, but yeah.
Well, I hope you find them again, whoever they are.
I used to be really close with my brother.
Oh, what? Your brother? I didn't know you had a brother.
I have a brother.
What? Where is he? What happened to him?
That's a complicated answer.
Touché.
He's just not here right now. I'm sure he's fine though. I'm sure he's totally fine. Yeah, no problem.
Why wouldn't he be? Why wouldn't he be?
You're right. Why wouldn't he be? You've met me. I make friends wherever I go, so I'm sure he's in very good hands right now.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I get it. You got close with somebody at one point, and then they do a lot for you, and then sometimes you just gotta drift away and not look back, and that happens. But it sounds like you get to look back, which is pretty cool. We should help find your friend.
That can be more complicated than you might expect, being able to look back.
Yeah, I get that. You want a bubble bath?
After you. I don't want to interfere. You look occupied.
Fair enough. Well, I'll try not to use all the hot water.
I appreciate that.
I'm guessing at some point
Meanwhile-
we all meet up.
Meanwhile, Garlo is just like staring at Lucy. It's like, Lucy, I know you had a lot of fun tonight. You are drinking this glass of water, or I'm going to throw you into that bathtub. I swear to all it is holy.
Why? I mean, I'll drink it. Do you have a chaser? Can I follow it up with something else?
No, just we're trying to sober, buddy. You're.
I thought we were
that
going to a
ale-
party. Why
a
are we?
little bit, but you need to sober up a bit. But you had to carry it partway here. Oh no, he's down. Okay.
What a buzzkill, Garlo. Fine. I like down the water as fast as I can. Are we good?
I guess. All right. Well, all right. So let's get everybody changed and meet downstairs, and then we'll decide how the rest of the night's progressing. Garlo is changed into basically his riding attire.
I'm pretty much just going in, washing out my mouth, getting like I will take some water, rinse out my mouth, just from all the stuff in there, and I'll kind of slick my hair back. All right, ready.
All right. So everyone else who got there early has all their stuff done. Turja, you're behind everyone else. Like in
Of
terms
course.
turn around. So is everyone else going downstairs real quick? All right.
Meet at the
So-
bar.
I'll wait with Turja. I won't make her come down alone. That's not nice.
Aww.
Okay. Okay. All right. So as everyone else gets down there, the scene is actually pretty busy. Like there's some apparently some local drinking songs that are being sung that you guys don't know the words to, but they're catchy. You can pick up the lyrics as you wish. Just picture something that's like something till the tonguing is done. Whatever it is that they're the current
Some
ditty. that
shanty
people are
sort of
singing.
stuff.
Shanty, yeah, except it's not really a shanty. It's because they're not anywhere near the ocean. But same difference. Very very catchy songs. People are doing chords and harmonies, and then occasionally they'll stop and they'll what was it? Just ad hoc whatever they need to do and improvise. It's some very fun stuff. There's even a kazoo quartet.
My people.
However, you're still blitzed.
And
Now, you are not stupid blitzed anymore, but you're going to be at disadvantage for anything you attempt to do.
Except Kazoo, because being drunk makes you better at it.
I mean, honestly.
obviously,
That's true. He probably actually might be better at it. You never know. Are you gonna rock that kazoo right now?
Oh, I'm gonna go over and to the jam circle and be like, "Can I join?"
And they're gonna be like, "Yeah, kazoo buddies. Yeah, you can't possibly screw this up. Let's do it."
I look at Rafe and I. 2 whiskeys.
And you see the most awkward kazoo dancers you've ever seen in your life, but these guys are just making it more awkward as they go. But
Let him enjoy his people, Garlo.
oh, he totally
No, this
is.
is for us. Just give you the other whiskey.
Yeah.
They're half tight too, and you think that may be a thing within the kazoo crowd. You don't know.
Just the
Could be.
how kazoo do.
That's right.
Unfortunately, Cimarine used all of the towels. Turja.
Yeah.
Cimarine stayed and waited with me so she can go find more towels.
Do you ask Cimarine to go get you some more towels?
Yes.
Okay. Cimarine, what do you do?
I like that had that same DM voice of "Are you sure?" I will be nice and go get towels and only be slightly distracted.
Okay. So you exit to go get towels and talk to a staff member to tell you where the towels are. Because it's not exactly like, here's the towel closet. It's never like that simple.
Can I just go into the other guys' rooms and steal their towels instead?
No, because you don't have keys. Are you planning on picking locks?
No.
Owl
Although
bandit.
you're more than welcome to check to see if any of them remember to lock their doors. Who's rooming with Luciano?
He's
I think
fine.
Lucy's
Up,
something by
baby.
himself.
A pile of animals.
Luciano,
right.
I need you to roll a wisdom check at disadvantage to see if you remember to lock your door.
Hold on. You said disadvantage?
Mhm.
This is you said, what am I rolling? I'm rolling intelligence?
Wisdom.
Oh, wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yep, you didn't lock your door.
Oh, well. I'm very trusting.
Just
Plus,
as
there's an
Sam
angry badger
enters
in
the
there.
door.
I was going to say I have a guard badger. I'm fine.
Yeah, guard badger. It's
Friends.
like having a mean dog, but all your friends know the mean dog, so the mean dog's nice to them. You know, it's like, oh, here, let me show you where the silver is. Oh, that's not exactly what's going to help you out here, buddy. I mean, wait, Sim, can you talk to animals?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like they've chatted. They've had jokes back and forth, and she's the one who told you. Yeah, he just said he shit in the corner. It's just that's the way it is. However, there are plenty of towels in there. But while you're in there getting the towels, Turja, you hear a tink, 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 tink on the dormer window.
Well, did Sim leave her towels laying around?
They are on the
Keep it
floor.
down.
Better that than nothing. I wrap one of Sim's towels around myself, and I look out the window.
And you see a black hooded face staring back at you. The window opens slightly. Hey, Turja, hurry up, get your clothes on. Join me out here on the roof. It's
Estelle?
Yes, hurry up.
I
Be discreet.
say,
And she closes the window again.
I,
Slides out of view.
I dash to get dressed. I don't even remember to use the towel to
You
dry
are
myself
soaking
first.
freaking wet. Those towels, Cymrine was not shy about making sure that those towels were extra drying of her body. So,
Well, I didn't even use them.
yeah, and you're trying to
Didn't
figure out
even
what to
water.
do here because, you were dripping as you got it's very awkward. Cymrine comes in the door. You have the towels. You've raided the towels effectively, Cymrine, or did you do anything extra while you were in there?
I mean, I gave all the animals love, of course, but besides
Okay,
that, no.
okay. So the towels come back. There might be a little bit of extra animal fur on them. There might not be. Probably is. The door opens, and what do you say?
Well, she literally bowled into me as I was trying to run out the door while I was still sopping wet and barely.
Why are you going out the door?
What do you mean? I
Someone
need
just
to go.
tapped on your dormer window on the second floor.
I'm not going to climb out the window, Reed. What are you, crazy?
I might be.
Well, I'm not going to climb out the window. I said Cimarine. I dash right into Cimarine.
Tertia, you're already dressed. Did I not need towels?
Your clothes are
can't
soaked
talk
through,
now. Have to
Turtle.
go.
Have fun with your friend.
I just sort of run past her without even noticing the fact that Cimarine's completely confused.
Okay.
While I'm running downstairs, I cast a quick spell before I get to the part where there are people watching me to sort of make myself look normal, and then I go out the door and I go around the corner.
What does look normal mean?
Like I'm not sopping wet.
So you're going to create an illusion that you're dry while there's water drops floating.
Where are those water drops coming from?
Yeah, okay. All right. Hey, I'm down.
Cool. I like it.
You step into the hot,
Mysterious.
the warm night air on the first floor. There are revelers all over the place.
I move as quickly as I can to the front door and leave and go to where Estelle would be from tapping on my window.
Okay. Well, Esfel's on the roof. So, Cymrine, do you notice that the window's open? Please make a perception check.
Oh no! All right, unnatural 20.
Yeah, dirty 20. Yeah, the room is the window's open.
I look
It's
outside
not
of it.
open all the way. It's cracked, but it's open.
I check. Anything
Mhm.
fun?
No, you don't see. I mean, looking through the window. No, you open the window. You look out. You don't see anybody.
Well, I have no reason to look up. Lock it. And
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go join the party.
Okay, you head downstairs. Everybody's there but Turja. Turja, you're standing outside trying to figure out what to do next because you can't find your friend Esvel.
I whisper, Esvel? Esvel?
Where are you standing? Like, are you doing this in front of the entire building, or where are
No,
you
right
doing
below
it?
my window. I'll be like
Right
around
below
the
your
side
window?
or something.
You see a little head poke out from the roof. Like, what are you doing down there, you numpty? You were supposed to come out the window like we did as children.
Esvel, you climbed on the roof? What are you doing?
I didn't climb the trellis for no reason. Get up here.
Oh, there's a trellis.
Well, there's that and handholds and stuff. Come on now. I wanted some discretion, and you're failing at it miserably.
I glance around to see if anyone's
Just go
watching, and then I
upstairs
start
and come
climbing
through
up the
your
trellis.
fucking window.
I
You're gonna
climb.
make a scene.
I climb.
You climb. All right. I need you to make an athletics check.
That's why I didn't climb in the first place.
Meanwhile,
Yeah,
there's
I
some
think about
guy
this.
going up the stairs in the hotel like,
Water.
oh god, the water!
You fall down. I need you to make a stealth check.
Well, at least I'm better at that than athletics. 11?
Fall down
11.
quietly.
All right. You hope you're quietly thumped into the ground. All right. Would you like to try to climb the trellis again? You take 3 hit points of damage, by the way. Bludgeoning damage.
Yes.
Beautifully bludgeoning damage. 'Cause you were
19!
completely unprepared.
A
You managed to
nat
make it up the trellis
20.
the second time. It's like
Yeah.
watching a mastiff try to walk its way through a china shop.
Estel, there are some things I'm good at. Climbing up walls isn't one of them anymore. I'm sorry.
Well, that's why I tapped on the window.
You think I wouldn't have had to climb up the wall through the window?
No! It's a dormer. We're on the roof. There's 3 feet of space between this window and the roof. You could have just
Oh.
stepped out into the roof and come up.
That was not clear to me. I apologize.
Oh, well, blame your DM. He's a terrible communicator. Nonetheless,
What are you doing on the roof? What are you doing in Tribal? What's going on?
look, my family is a pain in the ass just like yours was. And nonetheless, sometimes I have to placate my dithering aunt who wants to just go everywhere I'm at and do things and demands that I learn to be ladylike and go summer with the other nobles so that I can be seen and such and such. And I was like, let's go to Neverwinter. At least there's something happening. And they're like, no, go to Tribal. It's where all the people are going. We need to pick out horses. And I was like, you know how it goes.
Something tells me I won't really be too happy to see you up here in that outfit talking to me.
Oop.
Estelle,
Well, that's why we're not going to let her see me. Besides that, I put a little something in her tea tonight, and she won't be waking up for at least another 12 hours.
Damn.
You did exactly learn all this. When did you learn all these things? It's not like you learned them finishing school. I know not the types of places your family would send you.
Please. Of course not. But we all get out and learn our things sometimes, don't we?
Not by choice always.
Well, you did.
Not
I
by
did.
choice.
Well, of course not. But you did for a while by choice, and then you came back. Life is good.
What do you mean? I came back.
Well, you're in the area again.
Not as
I assume
myself.
things are well with your family now.
No. I was relieved you didn't actually come to see me openly. I don't know. I thought that to target you or your family because you've been associating with me.
Your father. As if they could... I speak meanly. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm sure whatever you say about Uldenor, I've said worse.
Well, nonetheless... It's good to see you again, Turja.
And you. Thank you. I haven't really spoken to many of my old acquaintances since everything happened. I appreciate it, I do.
She kind of looks up with you and at the moonlight that is now rising. You know, sometimes like this, it's good to be free.
I understand why you feel that way. The way your family rode herd on you to repair their fortunes.
Well, true. Maybe someday I will be the person who's the head of the family. But for now, I intend to live my life to the fullest. I intend to take risks where I choose, with whom I choose, when I choose. And I like it.
Take risks? What do you mean?
That's another time, perhaps. So tell me, where all have you been?
Well,
I barely get out of Waterdeep. Please, tell me all about it.
Here, Neverwinter. I've taken a couple of trips to Swornabend and Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate. What's it like? I hear it's a horrible place. Danger in every alley.
Whatever you heard, the truth is probably worse than the rumors.
And you went there?
I've been working for a friend. He sort of gave me a place after what happened with my family.
Well, if you're ever in Waterdeep, send me a note. Use the Zephyr Post. They'll deliver directly to me. Let me know that you're in Waterdeep and where to meet you, and I'll find a way in the evening to meet you there. On the nights, when it's darkest.
I take her hand and I say, I'll do that. Thank you, Estel. It's been good to talk to somebody from home. Truly.
Well, I don't know what happened, but I know you're not to blame.
You and Sophia must be the only ones who are intelligent enough to realize that.
You don't know, do you?
What?
You really don't know?
Don't know what? What's happened?
Your sister's been murdered. She's been dead for a year now.
What? Jessia's dead?
Yeah.
No. Even my father would be cruel enough to prevent me from to refuse to tell me something like that. Rengar wouldn't do that to me. Not even now. No, you're lying.
True. No, I'm not. I'm sorry I'm the one to tell you.
I'm sorry. I don't...
I really wish I didn't just tell you that way. There could have been a more kind way to tell you, and I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. It's not. None of this is your fault. I just... Now, I remember the last thing I said to her. I told her I was so angry that she believed everything, that she thought it was my fault, that my father... I'm sorry, I'm not myself.
There. Yeah, and she hands you a black handkerchief. So
I don't even notice it's black. I just grab it.
keep it.
I don't. Do you know how it happened? What happened? I mean, it's not like she was. Do you know who killed her?
Well, details are scarce. It's rumored it was
Yes?
a gentleman that she was engaged to secretly.
Secretly?
Yeah,
Without father's approval?
absolutely.
Are you sure we're talking about Jessia? That doesn't sound like her at all.
Well, if your father knew, he was keeping it a secret as well. But I don't know all the details.
What's his name? Do you know?
I'll have to check. It's in the registrar. The magistrates would know. I'm certain it's in the old broadsheets.
Well, when I get back to Waterdeep, I will certainly be looking into this. Estrangement or not, this is not something I can go unpunished.
It was a very bloody affair, apparently.
Adi, how did she... What exactly...
The murderer is still wanted.
How bad was it, exactly?
I didn't see. but the broadsheets described a townhouse in the North Ward, where after a small fire of magic make, the City Watch and the Order of Mages and Protectors went in, and her body was found, mangled.
Mangled.
No
No.
prints, no boot prints in the blood, no nothing. It was a terrible, terrible thing.
And her.
We went to the funeral. It was sad.
I can't believe I missed something like that.
Your little brother was a little stoic that day. He was quite stoic. He was holding on to
Always
your mother and
stoic.
keeping her upright. You'd have been proud of him.
After this? After refusing to let me know? No, I'm not proud of him. I'm not proud of either of them. What have they done to find the murderers?
Well, the Order of Mages and Protectors and the Order of City Watch have combed through everything. They went through all the hide holes. They turned over every hole. They brought people in for spirited questioning, divination magics. Even Lord Greycastle put out a bounty,
Grey Castle.
as he is wont to do for anyone that's a noble, to stay in their good graces.
Interesting.
Your father put out a bounty as well, but I think Greycastle put out the larger one. I
Of
think
course.
he really wants.
Modern was nothing if not stingy.
Well, he has the means, Greycastle. But nonetheless, it would be remiss of me not to be sympathetic. If you want to talk about anything, I'm here to listen.
I don't know if I can talk about anything right now. This is a terrible thing to hear, but Esfeld, thank you for letting me know. I needed to know. Thank you.
Absolutely.
If you hear anything about who might have done this,
I'll keep track of it, and when you're in Waterdeep, I will be sure to let you know.
thank you. You're a true friend.
Would you like me to just sit here with you and watch the night sky for a while?
I think that might be a good idea. I don't think I want to rejoin the others immediately. They don't know who I really am. They can't understand something like this.
Of course not. None of them can understand what it's like to be one of us.
It's been so
the weight.
lonely.
The requirements, the rules, the dirty
Strictures.
tricks. Everything that goes with it.
They look up and they see just one big ball of privilege. They don't understand it in many ways. It's a worse cage than being born in poverty.
And that she leans back on the pitched roof and puts her arms behind her back. At least we have the moons and the tears of Saloon to keep us company tonight. And with that, we switch over to the partying revelers downstairs.
Oh yeah.
Complete change-up, chaos, here we come. Kazoo blasting aside. Please, let's hear some of that sick kazoo solo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My ears are gushing blood. Thank you, my
That's
friend.
great.
So, what is a revel like this happening for you guys? Like, people are dancing a little bit here and there where there's room. People are kind of telling jokes and singing songs. Are you guys taking part? Are you being a part of this?
Oh, absolutely.
I think
Every
it's
opportunity.
I think it's a moment of like, we did a job that went really well. We haven't gone over the spoils yet or anything, but
Mhm.
like, we definitely got one over on some dicks who are mean to our friends. So, I mean, Garlo tries to hold out for a little bit and just asks like, okay, so are we gonna try to leave like in the morning or what? Like in the first couple of minutes, he's trying to be responsible, but then he's just,
Yeah.
then it's time to have fun.
That's tomorrow us issues. Right now, Let's hang out. Let's dance. Let's drink. Well, that's just so much. That's too much thinking.
I'm not listening at all. I'm jamming the hell out with my fellow Kazoo brothers.
Okay, make a performance check for me.
Easy.
Fraternity of the Kazoo.
20, dirty 20.
Oh man, hey dude, you are actually like, is that new material you're coming up with?
Whoo! Inspiration. Oh!
Is that possible?
Oh,
Did you just come up with new material?
Oh yeah, I'm giving into it. I'm trying to see where it takes me. It feels different. It feels like nothing I've ever experienced.
You want some more of that, don't you?
I want more.
All right, so rolling in with all that, the rest of you are having a great time. People are talking to you. This is not the kind of town that you got to worry about pickpockets in every tavern, right? There are people pretty much all over doing great things. Stepping outside to catch a breath of fresh air, Garlo and Cimarine step out. Rafe, sorry. You're now Rafe. Are you chilling out with Lucy and having a good time? Are you going back to your room? Or are you hanging out with them? You're muted, bud.
Sorry. I'm probably sitting at one of the communal tables downstairs, observing the ongoing party, but trying to maintain some sobriety because I know that we have other things to do after this.
Okay. All right. As Garlo and Cimarine step out onto the veranda, it's a little less noisy. If I could get that little less for me, I'd appreciate that. It's chill. People are talking. There's the occasional joke and laughter, but it's a lot more open. There's a few more like people just sitting, nursing their drinks, talking quietly, or just sitting quietly as well. There are some people that are more of your type, Cimarine and Garlo. Salt of the earth, blue collar. People who work the forests. Scouting. A young half-elf was having a short conversation and she mentions, yeah, the town was gone. Like, buildings were there, but everybody was gone. It was very weird. And the only thing left were tracks from giants.
I look at Garlo.
You were there too.
And you noticed, we know those tribes of ogres have been around, but they're gone. All of them. Yeah, that is weird. I mean, they've pretty much staked out that area, and we leave them alone, and they leave us alone most of the time. But they're gone. Yeah. Well, maybe one day we'll find out what happened.
I'll just hearing it over and just like, Sim saying that, I'm just gonna be like, pardon us. Couldn't help it over here.
Yeah.
Sounds terrible. Whereabouts was that?
Eastwig. It's east of here. Small hamlet.
Just everyone up and disappeared, huh?
Yeah, about 2 days travel away. It's weird. I got into town. I was looking to see if they, pick up a little bit of supplies and maybe do some trading and bartering, and no one. It was a ghost town. I found a place that even had a door that was open, just swinging in the breeze, and poked my head in. There was still food on the table. Like they had placed a meal there but never ate it.
Any chance you got a look at kind of giant footprints you saw? We were coming out down from Waterdeep, and we actually came across a couple hill giants. Luckily, we skidded by with our skin, but
Yeah, there's a few that were barefoot, very large, and then there was a very large set that had, well, they looked like they were wearing some kind of boots. Boots. Yeah. All the horses were absolutely butchered. So were the hogs. But none of the people who lived there were there. They were all gone.
strange times.
Absolutely. Never seen anything like that.
Be careful out there. You wouldn't want to be up and vanished yourself.
Absolutely. I made it way out of there very quickly. Nothing to see. I tried following some of the giant tracks for a while, and they just disappeared.
Just disappeared?
You were following them?
Well, I was
Sorry.
tracking which way they went and which way they came in, which, bad practice on their part was the same place. But it gave to a large field, and that was it.
Maybe they flew away.
God, don't say anything that's scary.
That's something pretty big if it's flying.
Well, don't go live there, I guess. And hopefully towns like this are going to be totally fine. This is like the people here, not vanish worthy.
Well, I think people of Tribor took care of the giants that came to their neck of the woods, so...
That's right.
Yeah. But
See, I told you, not vanish worthy. I was right.
yeah. Well, seemed to be a lot more giants that hit that town than this one, but that town only had like 200 people in it.
Damn shame.
This one has like 600. So, maybe it's the size that matters. I don't know. Very odd, nonetheless. Anyway, outside of that, the hunting's good.
I keep hearing that. Hunting wolves and
Yeah,
stuff.
to the north. Oh, for wolves. Yeah, well, there's been these wolf attacks like crazy out in the west. But I was talking about deer and such for the north. Althvir himself has gotten himself quite a few elk this year. And he usually makes all those harnesses. He's got a pretty good...
You coming... You don't mind my asking, were you coming from the east or are you coming from the north?
Well, I'm coming from the east this time, but I swung north, bagged a few more elk, and then made my way back here yesterday. Yeah.
I think we're looking at heading east, probably, so... Any
East?
insight on the road?
East? The road I don't usually take that much, but I haven't seen anything outside of Eastwig have a problem. How far east are you going?
Not entirely sure. Not really the decision maker in the group. Just a muscle.
Okay. Mind you, just for everyone's insight, that's pretty basic, is Neverwinter's actually west. So, just a heads up.
But Garlo, you've done good here.
Yeah. But yeah, Eastwig is the only place that had problems that I saw. I didn't stop at too many of the larger towns. Calling Horns was okay. I stopped there briefly for a night. Did some bartering and then made my way out.
DM, because Garlo might know, but Brandon doesn't really. Because we went through Southish. And we hear east. What is the center of these towns? Like if there's a Westish and a Northwick or whatever, like what's the center point of all these places?
Tribor.
Is there a center-ish? Tribor is the center?
It seems to be. I mean, the town isn't perfectly centered.
Sure.
It just happens to be one road to the east and one road to the south, and there happens to be some small hamlets. There's small hamlets that dot these areas because it's starting to be resettled. after the Silver Marches War. But the great part about this part of the North is if the land is not already claimed by someone and it's just open land, you can make a claim and start working the land and it becomes yours. And so people have taken advantage of that and formed various areas. As a matter of fact, there's some just for your own edification, there is a tack up board over by the center tower of town that you guys happen to look at, as well as one in some of the ends, not in the Ever Wyvern house. But things like Leland, colonists needed to recolonize Leland and take the town back from the ruins. Your first choice of empty houses to the people who go there, and these are, and it talks about how there's plenty of empty stone houses still there. And a town and commerce waiting to happen. See Lord Neverember see the office of Lord Neverember for opportunities to claim your plot now. There's some other stuff for settling further north, east, even stuff to the south. Vandelver is being rebuilt. They're talking about, they're looking for both lumber workers and skilled carpenters to help build palisades to surround the town and fortify it better after some things have happened there. But there's stuff going on all over. But with that, there's small farming hamlets. It's like, it's a one blacksmith town, that kind of thing. Yeah. But that's it.
Okay.
Does that help you with some insight?
Yeah, I was just curious with if there was more of some of the geography, but yeah.
No magic pattern as of yet.
Good.
Coincidence, possibly.
But all right. I think maybe I've had enough fresh air. If I treat y'all to a pint.
Oh, you're the best sort of friend, Garlo.
I'll never
want
turn
to?
down a pint.
I'll talk to the half elf and the other fella. Was it two half elves or was it
A half elf and a human.
half elf and a human? Can I treat you both as well?
As long as we can stay out here on the veranda, I'm down. It's a bit noisy in there for me.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'll try to send them out, and
Alright.
I'll head back in. It's a bit much.
All right. You do send out 2 pints. Go ahead and knock off a silver off your tab there, buddy. And you see Rafe sitting there with a variety of other people at one of the tables. One of the people at the tables finds out about you, Rafe, and that you're a priest of God and that you specifically work on irrigation. And he says, I'm in one of the farms in the northwest of town, or northwest of town there. Second place in from the end of the road there in the northwest. Our well has actually stopped working. I don't suppose in the morning you could tend to it for us.
Oh, I would certainly be willing to take a look. Do you think it's a mechanical piece, or is it just not deep enough anymore?
I don't know. It's our well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were here when we moved here. We didn't dig it originally. We could really use some help here, because if that well has run dry, or if it's failed or something, it's basically going to cost us our crops this summer.
Well, I would absolutely like to take a look and see what's going on, and if we can solve your problem quickly, I would like to do that. And if not, I will send for assistance from, I think Neverwinter would be the closest temple.
Oh, if you could get that well working. It's been about 3 days. I've been hauling stuff from clear across town to get to the water to the house. It would just do us so much good. I would greatly appreciate it.
Then we'll see you in the morning.
All right. Farmer Greenwald. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, Farmer Greenwald. I'm Rafe Keeler.
Right. Well, we would owe you considerably, and we would be happy to make offerings to Gond if you can succeed.
Thank you.
And they tip their hat, drink the last of their pint. See you tomorrow. And he steps out. Luciano,
Oh yeah.
you are nonstop. Like, you don't breathe. You just intake air and exhale air as music.
It's coming.
People are hearing
Yep.
this like crazy, and like the crowd is going nuts. They're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Your wooden kazoo, believe it or not, is actually like sounding better and better. And even Cimarine and Garlo are like, is this the same guy? Like, what's going on here?
I'm learning how to rock. It's
Yeah.
it's great.
Been playing it backwards the whole time. It's like, oh my god, it works so much better.
Wow.
It's strange. It's like you're getting notes out of it that you couldn't get out of a wooden kazoo before.
Woo. We take a break. If and when there's ever a lull, I just want to. I'm all questions. Oh my god, I've never played so freeform before. How? That was so crazy. I've only ever played specific songs. Do you guys play like this all the time? Where do you get the inspiration for that? How do you just come up with melodies on the spot?
Oh, well, we take everything that we've ever learned and then just throw it in the trash and mix it all together and then put it back in our brains and just go with it, man. Go with it.
It makes so much sense.
I mean, rhythm is a funny thing, right? You know, I mean, there are some rhythms that when you hit, like, everybody loves it. Like, the mind just captures certain rhythms and they stick to them. And then you mix them together and then, like, we all layer them together and we've played for a little while together enough to know. But you're actually great, man.
Oh, this was amazing. I've never played with other kazooists before. This is...
You start to notice that they're all half-elves.
Oh. Did you, like, come up together? How did you all,
Well, we're actually on our way to Waterdeep. We've got a concert we got to give. We're kind of the latest proteges of our producer. He's waiting for us in Waterdeep. Yeah, got a big concert going down there.
How long are you guys in Waterdeep for? I mean, I just came from Waterdeep, but I'm eventually going to go back. I'd love to connect again. Maybe we could, play again sometime. It was so much fun. I could learn so much.
Sure. You may have heard of our song "Crit It to Hit It."
Oh, that was you guys?
That's us. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The first time I heard that song changed me.
Oh,
I've
man,
been playing it ever since in these small towns, showing them, exposing them to your music. So
yeah, we're on the
incredible.
Critical Hits label.
Nice.
And like, yeah, I mean, you're welcome to come here. Look here, and they each pull out like 4 tickets for you or 5 tickets for you. And you're like, look, I saw you had some friends.
Yeah.
I hope
They love the kazoo.
the
Huge fans.
Look, here's 5 tickets with backstage passes. Feel free to hit us up. We're going to be at the arena, and we'll be there in about a month.
Absolutely, 100%. And I'm just like, yes, this is.
Yeah.
I'm like being brought to tears. I'm like, this is amazing. Oh my god.
Oh no, it was great jamming with you. I mean, you're I think you're getting some breakthroughs, man.
Yeah. I like I said, to me it's always been so structured. I've never played anything like that where it was just off the cuff. That was such a new experience. I honestly, to tell you, didn't want to stop.
Yeah. Well, be careful with that. You never know. I mean, like things can get wilder before you know it.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we gotta rack out for the night. But hey, man, thanks for jamming with us tonight.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it, y'all. Thank you for letting me be a part of, the music and the experience that you're creating. It was amazing. Oh, I can't wait to see you guys again. I gotta tell my guys, I get a good night's sleep. I hope you have a great road ahead of you. Good travels. I'm gonna go tell. Oh my God, they're gonna be so excited to come.
All right, man. And they kind of pat you on the shoulders like, and they step out.
Okay. I immediately am like looking for everybody, just like for anybody to tell them. Oh my god! Sim, and I'm gonna take if I see Sim first, I'm gonna run straight for Sim and Garlo.
Lucy, hi. Hi.
Oh my god, guys, you will
Uh-huh.
not believe who they were. Oh my god,
Who are they?
you know, credit to hit it. That's them.
No.
Okay, well they're on the critical hit. The big, huge kazoo label. And guess what?
Okay,
They gave
yeah.
me tickets. They're gonna be in Waterdeep in a month, and they said we can come backstage passes. Oh my.
That's
I
really
can't-
cool.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Don't
So
lose
we
those.
think we're gonna wrap this up and we'll be back, right?
How do we get? You have tickets. We have to come back.
Yeah, we have to come back. Oh my god, Carla, it was amazing. You should have been there. We were jamming out. It was like nothing I've ever seen before. Oh my gosh, I feel like I really unlocked something new. I'm glad we have a long road ahead of us. I have a lot to practice.
I'm real happy for you, Lucy. Dude. Like, cause Lucy, in all honesty, like it's like euphoric right now. It's
Yeah,
like,
oh,
you know what?
100%.
You got the shit kicked out of you earlier today, and
I
like,
had
right
my
now
revenge.
You were,
I ate really good today. I got pissed drunk, and then I just got some fun. Some fun.
top of
kazoo
the
lessons.
world, Lucy.
Great.
Hell yeah, I'm proud of you, buddy.
While that's happening, it's about an hour later. So, I suppose I need to get back. I don't know if you know this, but you remember those asshole nobles?
Oh.
Yes, I've been meaning to tell you. So, apparently, they got really excited. They met with someone, but whilst they were meeting with someone, they were robbed blind. Like, all of their clothes. The only clothes they have left are theirs. And, like, I don't know, but I've heard that they lost thousands of gold.
You're kidding me.
No. It's like whoever it was gave them their comeuppance. I suppose karma does have this thing.
Perhaps one of them did it to the other.
Well, Kozakura
And is
and
trying to
karma,
blame a third
you know.
party. You never know, but it's not like they're exactly kind and gentlemanly people.
Well, yes. Well, they're fops even in Waterdeep. But this, I mean, like they were literally bragging downstairs at one moment. It's like, we're gonna be so rich, we're renting a trade deal. Oh, dads are gonna be so proud. And then they went upstairs, and then they came down. Who the fuck stole my clothes? Just having a pinchy fit, like girls screaming, spoiled rotten. It was beautiful.
Perhaps they should be a little more polite in public. Actually live up to the name of noble.
Well, they're full of bull, not noble. But they were literally screaming like scared goblin children. It was so funny. And now they're like trying to figure out how they're going to wear something different tomorrow because wearing the same clothes the next day for a meeting.
Oh, just
is
not
not
done.
good.
The poor things.
Yes. I'd certainly love to meet who fucked him over this time. I'd buy him a drink or 6. Anyway.
Oh, promise to keep a secret as well.
Sure.
It's amazing what you can do when nobody's paying attention to you.
Oh, don't I know it?
I widen my eyes significantly.
Yes. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
It was good to see you, despite everything.
Yes. Work on your climbing skills. You're gonna need
I'll
them.
do that.
If you're gonna be out here,
Well, you're the one who brought me up here, so it's all your fault.
you'll be all right.
I'll message you in Waterdeep.
Remember,
And-
Zephyr Post.
Zephyr Post.
Zephyr Post. And with that, she stands up, gives a light curtsy,
I curtsy
off
back.
and she springs off the roof.
Springs off the roof. Very
Grabs
impressive.
the drain pipe that is attached to the rain gutter and just slides down. Silently. Absolutely silently.
Okay.
And pads off into the night. One moment she's there, one moment nothing but shadow and darkness.
As I watch her go, my smile slowly fades as I remember the news she brought. And then I climb back in the window.
As you're doing that,
Oh,
Cimarine and Garlo, did you stay downstairs or did you go up to your room?
I would have stayed downstairs till the bar closed. Kidding?
Okay. The bar doesn't close. It runs 24 hours. So, okay. So you
I don't
pop
know
in
if
your
I'm
window.
staying that long.
You pop in your window. Mm. You set your feet down. You let yourself into your own room. And you close the window.
I go to bed.
Going to bed. Okay. Going to bed.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be in a chattable position when Submarine comes up.
Okay.
That's
So
fair.
you guys party till morning, except for Rafe. Do you party till morning?
No, Rafe does not party that hard.
Okay. So Rafe goes up to the room.
I'm probably going up to my room after checking in with Sim, Garlo, and the slightly more sober Lucy, letting them know that I've agreed to go visit a farm in the morning and inspect their well and see if I can get it working again. So I am going to bed so I can get up early to do that while the rest of you sleep in.
Oh, you don't want to just hit it on the way out?
Well, I mean, I would, but you guys won't be out of bed until noon.
I mean, yeah, that's probably generous.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take care of it in the
Luciano,
morning.
Are you staying up all night into the morning? It's
Who?
like 10 o'clock at night now, and you were going strong. Oh yeah? Okay.
I'm at least trying. I might pass out eventually, but I'm trying to catch my high of playing with the kazoo guys.
All right.
Garlo's gonna wait just to make sure that no one is like, he's not gonna drink anymore, I don't think, but he's basically he's just counting down the minutes until Lucy just like collapses on the ground and he's gonna have to pick him up.
Okay. And with that, I need the three of you to make a constitution check to see just how your night fares. Checking that. Here we go.
Okay.
Luciano with an 11.
Better and better.
That's safer than it has been. Garlo with a 9 and Cimarine with a 9. Okay, so Luciano, you make it to bed eventually at
Hell
7 in the morning. Same thing with Sim and Garlo. But yeah, you sleep well into the evening. Anna, you're woken up by the sound of Cimarine coming in. She's quieter than most people are because you hear Garlo padding along quite loudly compared to Cimarine. But Cimarine was not completely silent as she flumps into bed. Because as she does so, the Tressum goes because it just was not a pleasant thing. Luciano, you are greeted by the warmth of your badger and the smell of badger shit in your room because you left it there all day without taking it out. I'm sorry, but that's what happens. Stampy at least had the common sense to wait, but like as Garlo gets in there, Stampy's like, come on, man, come on, I gotta really, really go. So you take him down and like everybody's like, nice hat. And then you go outside and Stampy does Stampy's business for a long time. Then Stampy comes up with you again and is like, hey man, like we got to talk about this. That look that an animal gives someone else when they're like, my kidneys and my bladder cannot do that again.
Fair enough.
All right. So from there, we will pick up next week to discover what happens at the well, what is going on with these nobles, wolves to the west, strange things to the east. Oh no. We'll see what happens next week. And with that, do we have any announcements at the end of the day? Yes, we do. We ever into show Netflix? What do we got?
We need to tell everyone to subscribe to the Games Tavern YouTube channel right now. Subscribing is free, and you don't miss. And this way, you don't miss any of the action, and you also get access to additional content. So go over there right now and put likes on every video Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction has, or we will never let you watch again. Oh no, wait.
That's
not what we want.
That's not how that works.
No.
Also,
Put on likes so that other adventurers will find out about the shows, and then we'll have more viewers than ever.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Also, if you liked our stuff tonight, be sure to check out the other shows we have at the Games Tavern. On Tuesday nights, we have the Omega Files, our Call of Cthulhu game set in the modern era. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern. Mysterious forces around every turn, and 4 brave souls try to uncover what threat looms. And on Wednesday, you can explore the world of Eberron with Dirty Deeds at 7 p.m. Eastern. With just a few last-minute errands to run, the party prepares to depart the City of Towers. But one party member may make a decision that could change the future of the group forever.
Outstanding. And you're on Dirty Deeds too, aren't you, Brandon? Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Have to tune in to find out.
A noisy little birdie told me that the Dirty Deeds party ran through Tribor a while back.
No,
not the Dirty Deeds party.
It wasn't Dirty Deeds. It was the Stormbreakers. Yeah,
the Stormbreakers. Okay,
yeah,
interesting.
Yeah.
So, a huge thank you to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring this show. As we continue to tell you every single time you watch us play, Shard Tabletop makes it so easy to run 5th edition D&D. Check out the link in chat. You can use the code TGTShard20 and get a 20% discount on your DM Pro and other subscriptions. It is holiday season. Up everyone's game with a Shard subscription.
Winning. Let's see here. Trying to think. Do we have anything else we're missing here? Is anybody got any charities coming up?
Ooh.
I have a charity coming up.
I will let you hype the charity on your channel there, or whoever's channel it's going to be on. So because I know you're in it. I think Mike's in it too, isn't he?
Yeah, so this Saturday, starting at 10 a.m. over on my channel, I am doing a charity stream for Toys for Tots. It's their 75th year, and we're going to try and raise $200 for a good cause. At 12 p.m., we're going to do a Through the Breach TTRPG one-shot, and I pulled Mike into that, along with a few of my other friends. We're going to try our best to solve a holiday mystery. Woo! I haven't run a Malifaux Through the Breach game in almost a year, and I'm very excited to get back to it. So it's going to be at least a 6-hour stream, but depending on how much money we raise, it has potential to become a 24-hour stream.
Oh, wow. So you're saying that if we donated more, we can watch you fall apart on stream from lack of sleep.
Absolutely.
What could possibly go wrong?
The things I'm willing to do to watch people fall asleep with sleep deprivation. Because I can go to sleep and then wake up later while you're still streaming. Like that's the best part. Yeah, and that's happened to me too. Yeah, I know how that is. Well, I'm excited, and definitely go watch that charity stream and support Toys for Tots. I'm all about the opportunities to do that. That's fantastic. High five to you for doing that. With that, guys, we'll see you next week on Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction.